Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Immersive Realms. I hope you're doing fantastic. 'Tis I, the host DM for this evening, Matt with Power. Hello. Hope you're all doing fantastic this evening. I'm here with my lovely, lovely players. I've just realized a rat has chewed through my seat armrest. That's why I had to scream fuck there. But to my players. Hi players, how we doing?
Hey players, how are we doing?
Happy.
We're doing fantastic. Anyway, Andy, announcements!
You caught me off guard. That's not the way I expected us to open, but hello everybody. Welcome to Immersive Realms, I guess. Yeah, announcements. Unfortunately on Sunday, World of Airs will not be airing Sunday. That is my fault, being the DM. I have to cancel, unfortunately. Something came up. But I presume that we will be back next week Sunday and continue on our path there. Hopefully by that time I've got a couple of surprises on the Sunday to show. But we'll see about that, if we can get things sorted. And also, hopefully, up and coming news. I know Doc will be somewhere with his ears prickling. But we are getting closer to getting Scar up and running with his Elder Scrolls campaign. So keep an eye out for on the Discord and the social medias, which you can go !Discord, !Linktree to find those for announcements about dates and times of when that will be going ahead. But yeah, I think that's really all we've kind of got. Sorry we were off last week, but we're back now with Shadows with Fear tonight, and I can't wait to get into the session, so throwing it back to you, Mr. DM.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, since it has been a couple of weeks, my good sirs, let us jump back into the Shadows We Fear. And welcome back. I hope that in VOD they'll put the music video in that we've, you know.
It's giving more work, Matt.
So, last we left off, our group, after spending a few days or potentially even weeks in the grand capital city of Pavmar, had achieved quite a fair bit in their stay. For example, one of the party had become the rightful king, and then renounced himself as king, giving it instead to his sister, who is now the reigning queen. Lavender found her mother and began to work on knowing who she is. Being the leader of the Creed of Pavmar, some uneasy tensions were there between Lavender and the rest of the group basically as well, especially between Elleril and herself. Joel just sort of fucked around and did his own little thing. Falcoris, kind of the same, so just fucked around, met up with, again, his old captain, Captain Harkin from the old Mirage unit, and is now working to re-establish and getting them back up and running again. Actually, not to lie, Joel did have a chef off at one point. It was quite fun. It was quite good. He could be in the runnings for a grand head chef at some point.
Underground Master Chef.
Underground Master Chef, yeah. First rule about Master Chef: no one talks about Master Chef.
Street Underground.
And Count Fury acquired a completely safe, brand new axe. The group then decided to make their way after a long stay here. They had some business to attend to in the near city of Brazenfort. Wanted to try and re-establish some connections there. So, on their march, they left. During their march towards Brazenfort, as they begin to bed down for one evening, a ogre decided to attack the band of our intrepid adventurers. During the combat, Canthir seemed to enter some sort of rage that he really unfortunately entered just as the beast was slain. So as the ogre lay dead and dying, Canthir seemed to continue the attack, turning on his friend, starting off with Elleril, who took a nice axe wound to the chest. The group subdued him, tied him up, and eventually he came to. Canthir realizing that something to do with his axe, potentially doing this, his axe asking to find his sister. The Axe's sister, we should say. And that was sort of where you left off. You guys were bedding down, you haven't taken your rest yet. And this is where we sort of left off, with you guys in the middle of a nice little field, camping out in the open wilds.
I don't like the way you said that.
Well, you haven't taken your rest yet, so, you know, that's...
I don't like the way you said that.
That's how
I
it
don't
is.
like the way you said that.
That's how it is.
I'd
I'm
like to
very sorry.
immediately take a long rest.
Yeah, can we take a long rest?
You can certainly try.
No, I want to take the long rest, not certainly try.
You can ask, beg, and plead. Only the gods may decide.
Damn it.
So, you guys re-establish your camp. You know, there is now a big, massive boulder from what was thrown at you guys in the middle of it, but you can build around it, obviously. You guys re-pitch your tents, some of which have been probably knocked over in the fray. Rebuild your campfire. Joel, you need to make a new stew, as Brownie unfortunately ate your last crock pot of stew. So you make up a fresh batch. I'm assuming you can say no.
Bear
Calvia.
stew.
Bear stew.
I thought we did have a
did
long
rest.
rest just after.
Did you complete a
Yeah,
long rest?
because I
We did
remember
rest.
having to speak to the axe. I think
Fair
we
enough.
did. I think we ended on the long rest.
Oh,
I-
We ended with
okay.
Madam Meyer, didn't we?
No,
We ended with Madam Meyer talking to
Oh, you're very correct. Actually, I am
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Madam
I
Meyer
am
talking
very
to
sorry. So part of the
what's his
recap.
name? LRL.
Yeah, part of the recap. Sorry, as Elleril was watching the night sky on his watch, I do apologize.
Amateurs.
He had a conversation with one Madame Mayor, the Bog Witch, who gave him his prophecy and set him on the path that he is conquered, effectively. Effectively to the effect of telling him to stay away, with him pushing back, being, nah, bitch. But you guys have completed the long rest, so please, you may heal up, spell up, choose your equipments for the day if need be.
Yay.
I'll turn off the campfire at night music because apparently we're ahead of that.
Keep up, DM.
it's all right. We still have like a campfire going, and the owl in the background is just silvery, just flying about.
That's just Silvery doing his thing. Yeah, it's just Silvery doing his thing. But the morning is yours. You guys have all awoken. I'd say obviously one by one. Elril, you haven't had a chance to share your conversation because I believe we just ended with that prophecy or the that discussion. So up to yourself if you do or don't share. As once you remember as well, Cathy, can you remember? Did you share the information about the axe and looking for his sister? Because I can't remember if you did or didn't.
I think so. Yeah. I think I did. I not? I thought I.
I want to say you did. Just want to double check just in case you.
I don't think you
I-
shared about the sister aspect.
Not
I
the
think.
sister. I said the axe is alive and it's
Yeah,
talking. I think.
yeah. You told us about the axe because Falcoris
think-
like growled you as a little
Yeah,
bit.
I think that was because Falcoris was asking like, "Oh, you lost control." I was like, "No, it wasn't that." So yeah, I explained what it was after, and then after that, I believe I had the conversation with the axe.
Can I
Fantastic.
interject just a sec? We're level 7, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Right, okay. Just making sure. Just making sure, because apparently, if we were level 7 last fight, I may have had an extra spell slot I could have used, but didn't. We'll ignore that. Wait, did we level up?
That was
after?
Brownie. That was Brownie.
What?
That's fine.
That was Brownie.
Yeah, that was Brownie. That's fine.
Some weird fucking music came in.
As long as there's not
Dragon.
a U-boat kicking about, we're fine.
Yeah, one of the U-boats. Yeah.
It better not make its way over into this world.
What have we got?
U-boat
Fucking
forever, man.
Jesus on a U-boat.
Jesus on a
we
U-boat.
just honestly, yeah, that was a wild time.
Jesus with a hellhound on a U-boat.
Right, so, my dear friends, my party, you have awoken in the morning. As we mentioned, you're all healed up and feeling better. What would you like to do?
As everyone's kind of packing up, getting ready to go, I'll relay what Madam Meyer said. And just, she's warned us not to come looking for her. But
She's got a fucking cheek.
I told her that we are demanding an audience, and that we will be coming to at least cheat with her. Where it goes from there is entirely out of my hands. She knows that we're coming, though.
How did she contact you?
Since I You know, I thought the same. And I'll just like pull my amulet out from underneath my armor.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, I should be protected. I shouldn't be able to be targeted by divination magic at all. But she spoke to me in a dream. She's quite cordial. Almost pleading us not to come. Well, I told her that she will meet with us.
She has to explain what she'd done to me. And Falcoris will just go, walk away, pick up, like, start finishing packing up his bag, put it on, and half humpfully, like, be like, right, start heading towards Brazenfort.
Fair enough. The rest of you, Lavender, Calthea, Joel, you guys up to anything this morning, or just packing bags?
Sorry, just reading over spells. Joel's just plodding along with everybody else, I suppose. Joel's happy to go along with the crowd.
Yep. Packs his bag, disassembles his tent, rolls up his bedroll, and
Keeps an eye on Brownie when he's got the food around.
Simple follow through of everyone else, I guess.
All good. So bag slung over shoulders. You all disassemble your camp, kick dirt over the fire pit, and give a nod to one another before trudging down the roads to Brazenfort. You're nearly there. I believe we left off. You're over the halfway point at that point, so you probably have maybe 1 or maybe 2 nights on the road, depending what things happen, if anything does. The weather today is looking fair. It's overcast, but there's the odd patch of blue that dare poke through the white clouds above. Can I get someone to roll a d20 for me, please, to see how travel goes?
No offense, but can Lavender not do it at this time?
So who wants to do it? Hand up.
Not me.
Oh, there we go.
Calthea.
Calthea's going for it.
19.
19, perfect. List up.
Another ogre comes bounding out the woods.
No, it's enough.
Can I get you to roll me a d4 for me, please?
It's a 1.
It's the one. As you guys are walking, the weather begins to take a little bit of a turn for the worst. You can see the clouds that are once white and white with patches of blue, I do apologize, begin to darken, become grey, a thick grey. It doesn't rain on you yet, but those of you who are proficient in nature can tell a storm is coming. It might land some point this evening. But for today, your journey is not impacted. You guys make your way up, and you can see at this point, say, as you guys begin to bed down for the evening, you make a full day's worth of travel. I will give you the option. Brazenfort is, if you want to push and risk exhaustion and walking through a potential storm, you could make it tonight, but you would be tired and exhausted the next day. You could bed down and try and camp. What would you like to do?
Personally, I don't see any need to overexert ourselves, but I'm not as well versed on traveling as some of you.
Nah. Brazenfort's not going to move. We can take another night out here.
You never know, cities are dropping like flies.
It'll be fine. Let's find a spot. Camp up for the night. If everybody agrees, that is, of course.
Works for me.
What?
Very good.
Lavender, Calthea, are you okay with that?
Oh shit.
Sounds
So
fine
you
to me.
guys find a nice little spot. And sure enough, as you guys begin to bed down for the evening, you know, get your bedrolls out and tents pitched, the rain comes on. It's one of the things, you see it coming from a distance, that thick blanket of black that gets ever closer and closer across the horizon until finally, as if in an instant, the thick raindrops hit you and the storm that was been predicted is rolling overhead. Loud thunder and sheet lightning light the sky. It is a fairly miserable tenting experience. Campfire is kept a little bit low for obvious reasons. You can't really build it too high anyway. But in your tents, you're dry. You think and hope. Now, I'll ask for the evening some perception checks to keep watch if you like to keep watch, or you can sleep through blissfully unaware.
No, I will make a perception check. I will take one of the watches.
Okay, take one of the watches.
I can watch over 2.
Yes, you
I
can,
will
you elven bastard.
make a perception check.
Okay, so who's doing first watch then, please?
I'll.
Although,
Okay, we'll let
yeah,
Cool. Falcoris and Elril, you may take first watch.
30-20 for my perception.
Nice.
Good. because I
Fucking
rolled.
stay up.
I love the +8 that I've got with Falcor.
I rolled an 8.
An 8. Elril, you are. It's been a while since you've had to camp out in this much of a horrible rainy condition. It used to be a little bit miserable, just like you're soaked through, your bag is wet, your clothes that you're wearing are dripping, your boots have got that wet, soggy foot like Lewis has been living with the past week. You're just not having a good time.
Swampy.
Swampy. But Falcoris, you well more travelled and well more versed. You're used to weather conditions like this and camping out with the Mirage unit back in the day.
I'm just
You're no
out in the
stranger
rain,
to-
just looking up
Yeah,
at the
it's your
sky. as the
Free
rain
shower.
comes.
It's just a shower. So you're not miserable whatsoever. But nothing catches your attention apart as far as danger to the camp goes or endangerment to your friends. Everything seems to be
Companions.
intact.
Can I see? I know this is a slight kind of retcon as such, but see,
of
during
course.
the time that we've been traveling, have I noticed any sort of movement of people leaving the capital city and going elsewhere, or like, is there any sort of mass movement that I can see, or is it just
No,
standard?
well, the way you'd be used to standard use of caravans that travel to and from. You can see there's obviously a bit of hustle and bustle where there's not a lot of people going to Pavmar without caravan purposes. There seems to be not less a touristy attraction right now. Maybe the news is spread of an attack and people are a bit uncertain about going, but as far as we can tell, business as usual for the most part.
And then just no kind of like no extra security, no extra guards kicking about.
Not right now, no, not that you can tell.
Okay. But anyway, yeah. I would pretty much through the night just be. I'd probably summon a sword, and I would probably be inspecting a sword quite a bit and just thinking about certain things. I probably wouldn't be talking much to Elro. I would be just keeping an eye out in the camp, maybe up against a tree if there's a tree nearby or something like that. Just keep a bit of the rain off me and just keeping an eye.
No worries. Elro, is there anything else you'd like to do whilst you're awake at this moment in time?
I'm very much just. I'm probably a little bit distracted with actually appreciating the rain for a little bit. Just something that's always brought a bit of comfort and solace. So I'm probably just taking that in while I'm sitting pretending to be on a watch.
Pretending. I like that. Very good. Well, as say your hours draw near and it's time for the shift change, who's taking watch 2?
I can
I will.
take my second watch here as well.
I will join him.
So Joe, you had the annoying shift of waking up in the middle of your sleep to go take watch, but sure enough, you do.
But
Of
Joel's
course,
boot.
giving you-
Yeah.
Yep, little kick the boot.
Come on, you. Time for your watch. Oh, I think Lewis is
Oh, we might have lost him.
frozen.
He doesn't want to watch that bad.
Come on, you lazy fuck. Come on.
As Joel keeps sleeping, Elril, can we get you to make a perception check, please, for watch 2?
Nat 20
Nat 20.
for 26.
We'll come back to Joel in a minute when he arrives, but Elril, whilst you're again keeping an eye, you're a bit more attentive now. You sort of like snap out of that distraction as you mentioned, you know, the reminiscing of the rain and think of how the comfort it brings you. You sort of realise during the watch of our chorus, here he goes.
Cameras!
No! You realise when you watch your Falcoris that you weren't being the most attentive. Oh, I've got a message from him just in all caps saying, "Brother, help me." Alright, 2 seconds.
Shall we go to
Can we get a
BRB?
BRB? I think we should if he's asking for help.
Okay, right.
Um,
We'll be back soon, guys. Technical issues. We'll sort this out. Back soon.
And we're back. Welcome. Hope you didn't miss us too much. But picking up where you left off, then, Elleril, you take your watch, and as mentioned before, like I say, you realize your distraction during the watch of course, and you pick yourself up, and you think, right, shit, need a ball this time. And you take a look out over the horizon. Joel, can we get you to roll a perception check, please, for your watch?
You can.
Great.
It's not going to be very helpful. Nat 1.
Nah. Well, good thing
Fucking
one of us rolled
perfect
nat
with this
20.
week, isn't it? Fucking perfect.
Well, good thing
Cancel
Elleril
it
rolled
out.
nat 20, yep. Well, Joel, you are just not enjoying this fucking rain, man. You're tired. You've got the worst shift where you have to go to sleep, wake up, then go to sleep again. You're just... Your crock pot nearly got broken last night. Gosh darn it. Just not happy. But Elleril, you keep the attention up, you keep the focus. You realise that Joel is not pulling his weight, but again, you can just see he's a tired boy right now. And again, as far as you're aware, nothing encroaches your camp or causes you any dissatisfaction or worry. Is there anything you guys like to do on your watch? Anything you'd like to say, interact with, or...
Just chilling.
Pretty easy going.
No? All good. Your watch is coming to an end, and do we have a count through Lavender special, or are we... Yeah. Fantastic. So, in that case then, as you guys bed down, I would like the last two to roll for the final watch, please. A little perception checku.
Check-a-doo.
What kind of check, man?
Your choice, if you want to use your heary ears. I love that. What senses can I use? You can use touch if you want at this point.
That was a nat 1 and a 22.
Oh, okay, good.
He's
Or it might be a
Daredevil,
dirty
isn't it?
20. No, dirty 20, sorry.
Dirty 20, fantastic.
That is
And
a
Lavendale?
21 for me.
Good. You guys keep the attention up. Your focus is strong. And you keep your eyes out over the camp. And again, this rain does not let up. And Lavender, I'd say if you're proficient with nature writing, Lavender, yeah? I believe you are. Maybe you can count there. Are you?
Nope, survival.
No. First
I am.
perfect. Well, I'd say even with survival, yeah, you probably both know this storm is here to stay. You're certain that your walk back to Brazenfort and even maybe during this storm is going to last. So you maybe get your wet weather gear ready as you guys begin to see I would say the light of dawn, but again blocked out by the clouds. Just the light levels begin to ambiently increase. I'm gonna actually see the dawn come. But again, a night is passed successfully and safely. You all wake up a little bit probably cold, some of you wet and miserable, but alive and well. You all. Oops,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just did the whole.
I'm just in the moment. I'm just in the moment.
Yeah.
Waking up in the rain.
My
You
immersion.
you disassemble your bags, making sure you have your waterproof waxes on, that sort of stuff to make sure you try and keep as much water off you as you can, but you know it's going to be a hard-fought battle for that one. The grass underneath you and the well-trodden path is now becoming a little bit of a mudslide as water trickles through the stones, making it a little bit slick underfoot. But as you set off, you begin to trudge your way through the rain and storm towards Brazenfort, and it only takes you about a couple of hours, 2 hours or so, before you see in the distance the large portside city. And you can see, even from this great distance, this large cloud is just covering the whole sky above and beyond into the Cardardian Ocean beneath. But you can see Brazenfort seems to be business as usual, as same with Pavmar. You can see caravans now, you're getting closer, come and go. Some give you a little wave and a nod. Most have their little heads down, their hoods up. Again, like yourselves, just trying to keep as dry as possible in this horrid conditions. And unless you want to do anything else, you begin to approach the city gates.
Are we stopping by our friends before we go into the city? Or...
So, just following the path from the north, the way it turns in, that is towards the so it's the other entrance essentially that we're going through. Even though we're coming from the north, I need to go round to the north if I want to go
to the shallows, yeah.
Yeah, to go to the shallows.
I mean, the paths, there's paths that vary off, so no matter where you come from, you can go to either or a gate. So if you really want to go to the shallows, it's not a problem whatsoever.
I should probably check in with our friends.
I guess that.
Anyone's welcome to join me if they want.
I'm gonna go and see my family. I'll be at the Beacon's blessing. We can meet up there when you're all ready. If anybody wants to join me, you're more than welcome, but...
Does anyone else got anywhere they want to go? Or
I'll come with you, Hilario. I
um,
have no other plans.
maybe worth you as well, Lavender, coming with me if you want to check on your locker.
Sounds good.
Fantastic. So, can I just get quickly then, so who's going to meet our friends? Perfect. And the rest of you going towards the Beacon's Blessing instead?
I don't know what Joel's doing. Yeah, Joel coming to Beacon blessing?
Joel's just gonna go get some food. Joel's
Joel's after food. Yeah, okay.
Of course.
he's at a loose end at the moment. Joel's calm.
He's going back to that butcher from before.
we got
We got the Cenarian Sandworm.
Fantastic. So, we'll start off with the two of you then, because do you guys want to split up at the gates, or do you want to go through the same gate entrances? Just out of curiosity.
Just whenever they split off, like, if we're walking down the streets and Kelgom's like, well, and we go this way, then it's like, well, catch you later.
Cool. No problem. So I'd say you guys all probably go through the shallows together then. Just for the sake of easiness, you all go through the same gate, and obviously those guys going towards the our friend's hideout will split off very quickly from that point. But you guys, like I say, make your way through towards towards the Beacon's Blessing, pushing through the many people that make up the slums that is the shallows. And again, especially here, you can see that with the less maintained streets, rivers run through the pathways and the intersections and the crossroads, actual rivers of water. But where this will be seeing a problem, in the main streets and cities, you can see children playing with the little toy boats that they built out of little pieces of wood, are racing their boats down these river streams. Some of them are sitting there pretending to fish with little sticks with simple string on the end of them. There's no hook or anything like that, but there's pretending. A lot of children playing out in the rain and getting soaked. You can see a lot of parents, oh, get out of there, it's raining, come on! You know, sort of attitude like that. But again, you can see that despite the misery of the rain, it's bringing out another side of life a younger, more fun side. You can even see some of the adults that live in a pretty sad place. Their roofs might be leaking right now, but it's not often you get to see this rain, this fresh water. You can see someone got their pails and buckets out just collecting water so they can have a drink this evening perhaps and store it for later. It's washing clothes. You can see a lot of people outside washing clothes right now in the simple rain. It's just bringing out a different side of the streets. But again, the poverty is still clear to see, as always. Those of you that are breaking off, do so, going towards the hideout. But Joel and Falcoris, you keep pushing through the streets, passing through the main gates. And the second you do, these torrents of water that cover the floor, these little rivers, don't exist. Designated irrigation channels catch the water and take it away, so there's no flooding, there's no issues of that sort. The streets are very well kept, apart from the little trickles that flow between the cobblestones beneath. Very well kept, very well done. And it takes about half hour, 45 minutes in this weather before you finally make your way to the familiar site, the welcome site for you, Falcoris, of the Beacon's Blessing. You shutter your cloaks off and begin to step inside. There's a little porch area where you can see there's a lot of wet coats and wet boots that are just left outside to dry and, catch the wind so you don't bring too much water in. There's a little caution wet floor sign that's out inside the main entrance right now just because. And you push your way in and see the happy, familiar landscape of a tavern. Of an inn of your home, Falcoris.
Go out and shake myself off. And is Nesva, Ragdor, or the kids, Carnura or Cardial about?
You can see both the parents right now. You don't see the kids right now. But you do see...
I say kids, they're the same fucking age, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean, yeah. We know what each other mean at this point, alright?
Yeah.
You see... They can't see them, but you can see especially Nez behind the bar right now. And again, you can see the place is packed right now. Not to the point that you guys can't get a table, but just, you're guessing with the rain and that sort of stuff, it has brought in a lot of people that just want to get out the fucking rain. And so out the rain, they're here to stay. But yeah.
I'll walk up to the bar and just kind of sit at one of the seats off to the side and wait for her to eventually grab my attention type thing when she eventually notices I'm there.
And sure enough, it doesn't take you too long whatsoever until she finally notices your familiar face, and immediately says before her face lights up and, "Oh God, it's your back! Oh, please!" And she immediately, the people who they've been leaving the bar waiting to get their things out, waiting to get served, just blanks them and pushes past, and you can see them like as she goes past, sort of thing. And makes way over to you.
I'll obviously give her a hug, and then as we stop the embrace, I'll turn and I'll point towards the sign and say, "Is that really necessary?"
Well, we need to keep ourselves safe and liable at the end of the day.
I think it's a bit obvious. But anyways.
You'd say so, but again, we have to label our cups saying hot in them for the teas.
Yeah. How's the family? Where's the kids? What are they up to?
They're off right now waiting at the docks. Your uncle is actually scheduled to come back today. They're riding through the storm. He might be arriving back in port today, if any given luck. Today or tomorrow at the very latest, so...
Yeah, I've heard
he's
about
back
this.
in town.
In fact...
Terrible news out there.
Yeah, I need to arrange a meeting with him and any other council members that are coming across. But I've got something for you, actually.
Why?
And I'll go into my bag and I'll pull out a pouch and place it on the thingy, and I'm giving her 500 gold.
What? What's all that? Where'd you get that from? What's this for?
You know what it's for.
You didn't have... Oh.
I owe you.
All at once? I know, but...
And I believe...
You got places to be as well. You got things to do.
I've still got some gold. Listen, I just made friends with the new king who's just disappeared. Believe me, what a shit show that was.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard the murmurs of what's happened in Pavmar.
We've heard that it was under attack. Things didn't really go well. Pavmar still stands, but there was an attack in the capital city within. Things don't seem good, and there's gossip around here that things might be a bit going the wrong way for this whole country.
I would say it was going the wrong way. I think, well, put it this way. I was there for the attack. I was there defending
Right.
Pavmal. But I think the reason why the attack happened was because the country's not been ran properly the way it should have been. But now, I think it's going to be in good hands.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that at the very least. You know, there's been too much bad things happening, especially, like I say, with your uncle coming back from Nauria, and that's obviously not had the best of news, so I just want things to be happy.
There's going to be a lot. It might not be in public's eye. I think some of it will spill into the public's eye. Just stay safe. I'm going to have to be involved in a lot of it. For a bit anyway. But
Right.
believe me, you know me. I'm trying to make sure the rest of this country is fine.
Aye. You're always looking out for everybody, aren't you?
If I can. But, yeah, I'll catch up with you a lot, in a bit. And if I can see the kids with my uncle, that'll be something. But, yeah, I'm going to go and see my mother.
Okay. Well, in case you're wondering, if the ships do come in, he's on the Galleon's Fury, your uncle, we've heard.
Gallant.
So if you see any ships come in, that's when he's on. If you want to go wait by the docks and find the kids, I
Well,
don't know.
if he comes by here, if I end up passing him like ships, just let him know that obviously I'm kicking around Brazenfort and I will see him if he stays around here.
Aye, oh, he'll be staying. I'm pretty sure the last lady wrote back saying after the tour he's been on, he's staying for a wee bit. He's no going out to sea anytime soon.
Okay, cool. Then I'll be able to catch up with him and tell him. If you do see him before I do, tell him that I've got some important business to discuss.
All right, we'll do.
Right. Well,
lovely seeing you
yeah.
again.
Joel's here. Keep.
Oh, Joel, how you doing?
He's already munching.
Hello.
Where'd you get that plate from?
I just took a mouthful of food as you said that.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
I don't think they've invented pinballs in Lorenzo.
I'll just whisper
Shame
to
for them.
Nesva. Keep an eye on him. He's a good
Aye, as
lad.
always. Don't worry.
He's a good lad. Anyway, and then I'll give her another hug, and then I'll go out the door. We don't have to RP it, but I'll go to and see my
Yep.
mum and check up on her.
Again, same as before. She's doing okay. She's, you know, in her senior years. As you conversation with her, now and again the mind wanders, and she just drops what she's saying. You had to remind her, nudge her, you were saying sort of aspect. But you know, she's doing okay. You help her out with some of the chores that she's let slip a little bit, like the dishes and some of the tidying up. But her face is always happy to see you, and she keeps talking, and you keep talking back to her, keeping her company.
Yeah.
Joe, anything? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'll just to finish off. I'll stay there for quite a bit, and just until she eventually falls asleep or something. I'll tuck her in her bed, and then I'll head back to the Beacon's Blessing.
Fantastic. Joel, is there anything you'd like to do?
Right off. Just try and grab a table near the fire. Eat some hot food.
Easy enough done. She'll give you.
Phil's calm. He's calm.
She'll ask for a plate of nice hot food, two copper pieces for you. You know, friends and family discount basically.
Yeah, funny story. Joel doesn't have any copper, so he'll give us a gold.
No, she'll give you change if you want, unless you want to just.
Nah.
Oh, you generous bastard. Nah, it's fine. So you give her a gold again, very thankful for the tip, and she brings you out a very full, more full than the rest of the patrons in this place. You sit down having hot plates, hearty meal, and especially after a couple of days in the wind, the wet, and the rain, it is just like a, ooh, that hits the spot. A hot meal that you didn't have to cook. Finally, someone's serving you food. Bunch of freeloaders that you travel with.
Damn straight. There's no bear to eat this one either.
No, there's not. Even better. So you sit by the fire, you maybe take your boots off and leave them in front of the fireplace. You're not the only person that's done that. And just relax, unwind. There's a flash in your head, though.
Oh, fuck.
A very, very violent flash. And a voice says two words. But we'll come to that in 2 wee seconds. The other guys
Fuck you. Just
coming
fuck
towards...
Oh, you can't do that, Matt.
You. The words
Okay.
fuck you.
I'll tell you what it says then for the suspense.
Unfair treatment of employees.
It's actually 3 words. I do apologize.
Learn to count.
I love you.
And it's a familiar voice of the Raven Queen.
My girl.
The final say. And as that flash exits your head, you find yourself, you've been rocking back in your chair a little bit too far, and you catch yourself, you have that whoa feeling in your stomach as if you're falling.
Do I have any idea what that means? Like, is that...
Nope, it's the final say. Cutting
I always
over
have the final say.
to our other friends, the other 3, Lavender, Elril, and Calanthier, heading to our friends. You make your way through the slums, and you see these people enjoying the rain as much as they can, with the conditions they find themselves in. You push your way through these streets. You find the secret tunnel that's in this area not too much of a secret in the first place, and take your way down to the sewers beneath. You wait a few minutes for your best buddy Sig to come with his little wooden boat. You can tell the water level has risen a little bit, so when he's standing on the gondola, he's got to duck down a little bit through the tunnels. But again, do you have shinies for boat?
No shiny rocks, but I can give you 10 gold.
That will do. All aboard.
Toss him a little bag of coins.
No worries,
Pop
and he
on.
hurriedly tucks in. You can see he's wearing a waistcoat now. It's quite weird. He's got a nice little, scraggly little patchwork waistcoat on right now, but nothing else. Unbuttoned, and he sort of, tucks the shinies gold pouch into his waistcoat.
You investing in some drip, Sig?
Fashion is key, I've been told.
You got that, merfolk res.
Do you like?
Yeah, I do.
I'm looking for shoes to match.
How much are shoes? How much for those shoes? What kind of shoes you looking
I haven't found shoes.
for? I'll toss him another 5 and get yourself.
I
some
can't
shoes.
make shoes out of these.
Go ask one of the
Leave?
twins. No. Well, ask one of the twins to
Oh,
go get you a pair of shoes and give him this. I'll pass him 5 coins.
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sig.
And Sig takes his large gondola stick, and again, with the water level rising in the storm, now and again you can hear the stick tung off the stone ceiling above you. Ah, sorry. Ambience ruined as he pushes through the water. And eventually, though, you find the sewers. You find yourself in the sewer citadel, for lack of a better word. And again, you can tell the hustle and bustle that's around here. You can see Wyvern selling their wares, fencing off, taking in. You can see other crew members coming back. Some just relaxing, getting some R&R. Target practice on the archery boards at the back. Yeah, life is normal in the old underground.
I don't know about everyone else. I just plan on speaking to Ryan mostly. Is everyone else wanting to head to his office? Okay. Then we'll lead them through and then just knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and as you sort of look over, you remember last time you were here that he was in the middle of kicking someone through a window, and you can see the window has been boarded up, and you can tell there's right now a ladder been posted up, and you can see there's some measurements written on chalk along the wall of the size of the window panes that will be required to fix that. Is everyone alright? I can see him.
Just see Andy giggling away.
What's that? Why are you giggling away, Andy? What's going on?
Just put it this way: your brother's just putting shit in chat that's actually hilarious.
Right. I'll look at it later, I'm guessing then. So you
That's good.
approach, you knock on the door, and you can. There's a little pause before you hear the voice. Enter.
I do so.
You open the door and you can see Orion. He's got a stack of paperwork before him. He's got 3 books that are currently open. His head is being supported by his thumb and forefinger, elbow on the table. A large bottle of whiskey next to him, the cork undone. A glass next to him with a tumbler that's currently full. And he looks up at you. Well, ain't you a sight for sore eyes? How are you doing?
Good. You look busy.
Terribly so. Please take a seat.
I'll signal to my friends to sit first. Just.
So,
Is there enough chairs for everyone?
of course there is, yeah. There's some chairs on the sides in front of his desk you can pull. He's only got 2 in front. There's chairs on the side you can pull a 3rd one over for yourself or one of your friends.
Yeah.
So, Your Highness.
Please. You've known me enough.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do that.
If you're going to do something so bold and brash again, please let me know. Do you know the
yeah.
headache you caused me?
Really?
Oh, yes. When the guild members who know your face realize you are king of Pavma, it has caused me tremendous amounts of stress. Not in here, but throughout the guilds. I am dealing with a backlash of fucking mental proportions. But it's good to see you, old friend. How you been?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry about that. It's
A letter. A letter is all I need, and I can make the preparations.
Yeah, that in hindsight wasn't on my list.
I am doing a lot to protect you right now. I must warn you. There are plenty of guild members in here and outwise who want you dead now. There are hits out on you, Elwil, Kellerworm, whatever your name is. You are worth money. And it is now known in the underground you are worth money. Be careful. I've done my best to make sure that in here is safe. Your safe haven is still here as it always has been, but out and about in the world now, any other guilds you might come across might not be as amicable as I have always been to you.
Who's in particular is taking a hit?
Anyone who wants to put out money to kill a king. I'm trying to find names of who might want to do that, but as of this moment in time, all I know is there's rumors going around that there's a price on your head.
Thank you for the heads up.
Be careful.
Yeah. I do have this. I just flashed the amulet a little bit. Rudimentary, but it'll protect me from.
It'll protect you from those seekers,
Yeah.
but just be careful if you're found. You are now playing a game of hide and seek with your life. I'll do my best, as I said in the background, to try and throw the scent off or bribe, do what I can to keep you alive, but it won't be enough, I can promise you that. Someone will slip through the cracks, they always do.
Okay.
Anyway, Miss Lavender, Calthea, a pleasure. Where's Joel and Falcoris? That's his name.
They are tending to family matters, really.
Fair enough. We'll pass on my hellos, my gestures of good faith.
Well, the
Joel is probably away committing a crime against culinary arts.
Ooh. Do you know what? That Joel character is an interesting one. I've heard rumors from Pavmar's chefs itself. He's got some talents behind the pan. That's right. I've got spies in the kitchens as well.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
obviously, I'm a lot more high profile now.
mm-hmm.
I don't know how up to date your information is.
On what?
How I have effectively disappeared from Pathmore for a second time.
Yes, I have been told that you attended a speech and then disappeared. Nice little magic trick.
I've arranged with my sister to take the crown,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to support her as best as I can
Fair.
as her spy master.
Oh, now that is news to me.
To do that, I need a healthy network,
Okay.
one that can see you get paid quite handsomely if you're willing to contribute to it.
What do you need from me?
Information. Pass it through to me. Anything that may benefit the crown. And you scratch my back, I'm still happy to scratch your back.
Well, that arrangement's never going away. You're mine. And I always like a good back scratch. Joel's not impressed with that one.
No, sorry, it's inappropriate. We'll move on.
Okay. Fair enough.
Then it seems this is beneficial to us all.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Well, I'd be happy to help the crown, of course.
Alright. Good to know.
You
Honestly,
tell me
I
in
need to-
detail what you need, and I'll see what I can arrange.
Is there any information? I'm going
Just
to try to establish a spy network. I'd like you to be a part of that. Maybe use our friends to contribute to that.
Easy enough. I've already got spies in Pavmar, around Lorenthal. It's not difficult. You basically have an infrastructure and a good foundation.
That's why I asked.
Well, if anything trickles down my way that I think would benefit the crown, I'll pass it on to you by writing a letter.
And I'll be sure to return via letter.
Very good.
Um,
Ugh.
so a large part of why we're here. I want to see if you made any progress with Lavender's locket.
With what, sorry?
With Lavender's locket.
Oh, well, that's still looking into. Again, the lock, it's... The lock refuses to budge. I have had locksmiths shipped in, and the damn thing will not unlock. I'm starting to think there might be a bit more to this. I'm not starting to think, that's a lie. I have been thinking for a while. And I'm now going to be looking to... Let's call it some arcane means.
Yeah.
I know it's been an awfully long time, and I do apologise, Miss Lavender, about the inconvenience, but rest assured I will have this open one way or another. I just don't want to damage it.
Is that okay with you, Lavender, for Orion to continue?
As long as it's not damaged. It's fine.
We'll do our best. It's in safe hands, and he pulls it out, and you can see it's inside this little lockbox, and he opens it, and he shows you inside the locket. If at any point you want it back, get your friend to write a letter, and it can be back in your hands as soon as possible. But in the meantime, of course, not a scratch will be made upon it. Not a scratch.
And have you been able to make any progress with that short sword?
Oh, the disenchanted one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. It was. Well, as it is, a sword that's disenchanted, so it took a bit of time.
Do you still have it?
Yes. It is deep within the armory. No, not the armory. I do apologize. It's still currently with our enchanter. Shit, are they around right now? They should be. But established the sword is a very, very old sword. To be honest, they said the words exceptionally old. It looked like it was a sword from beyond any known time. We're talking god time. Ancient. And the enchantment was a unique one. Best we could tell, it was an enchantment to put someone's soul, body, and mind into the weapon. So, raise a few eyebrows on that one there. But yeah, we still have the sword. It's kicking around somewhere.
Would it be alright if I see it?
Sure. I can escort you to find them. I believe they're in still.
It would be very helpful.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to see it now, or do you have other business to attend to?
I'm okay to see that. If everyone else is okay. I'll say, in light of recent news, it may be best for me to go a little bit more incognito.
Mm-hmm.
We contacts in a place that's more private than here going forward.
Easy enough arranged. Again, let me know.
All right.
Thank you. Well, I need a break from these papers anyway. Follow me. And he stands up from the desk, and you can see again today it's a long red tailcoat with white trimmings and gold buttons. Very red coat-esque sort of attitude going on right now. One of those big shirts, the big frilly chest area, whatever that's called. And he walks down with his cane. That you can hear the cane tapping gently across the stone and wood, the citadel beneath.
Can I sneak a glance at the papers that he's looking at?
Make a perception check.
12 plus 6 for 18.
You can tell right now that most of them are him writing letters out. A lot of outward letters. You can see that anything that may be inbound is now back within their envelopes. But you can see right now there's 3 different quills against 3 different letters that he's apparently trying to draft to send away. You're getting the gist of what he's trying to say. Is he's trying to, as he mentioned, bribe, throw smoke and mirrors up to the addressees, whoever they may be. Yeah. But again, that's a quick cursory glance what you can ascertain. But, walking down, going through one of the many tunnels that connects Worth, you can see that he walks you through to a small little amphitheater-shaped room. He chaps on the door a couple of times with the back of his knuckle, and the door opens on its own accord. And you can see a half-elven man standing behind a desk right now. Shaved sides, but with blonde hair that comes to a ponytail at the back. But again, these shaved sides. Getting to their older years, you can tell for a half-elf. You can see the wrinkles underneath the eyes, the slightly more pronounced cheekbones of a skinny figure. And they look up at you. Ah, Orion. Pleasure. And Your Highness, Kelagorn.
Please don't.
Very well. I am Alxaris, at your service. Alxaris, as you know, this is Kelagorn, and his friends Calanthier and Lavender. They brought in the sword. Oh, the curious piece, of course. They'd like it back? Alright, looks at you with a raised eyebrow. Back? Yes?
To see it for now.
They'd like to see it for now. Very well. But a moment, please. And Alexaris walks over to a chest with many locks in it. I say many, it's 2. With a key around the neck, they pull it out. Tink, tink. Open the lid. And they pull out, as last you saw it, the familiar blade, resting it across the table in front of them on a little white blanket that just is long enough to cover from hilt to tip. And as the sword is laid out, Elagor, and Lavender, you just see the sword before you. In your head, Calanthier, you start to feel your heart race. You start to feel your knuckles clench. Your burrow frowns. No, your frow. You frown.
Burrows.
you make an angry face. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, fucking hell, man. Jesus.
Roll initiative.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You begin to feel a familiar rage creep into you. You feel you want to... Oh, you want to do some things. We'll call it that. You hear in your head this axe, the voice. No. No. Where's she gone? Where has she gone? Lavender and Eloril, you look over and Calanthier has got his hand raised behind his back, clutching the hilt of the axe right now.
Oh, shit.
Arm is as Calanthier, you have closed your eyes and you are resisting the urge.
I just hand like this.
Your hand like over the shoulder.
I just grab his arm, trying to load it. Stay back.
Make an opposed strength check for that one, please.
Oh fuck!
So you roll a strength
The
check and
least
Calanthier,
strong-
you do the same, please.
How about
We sent the weakest characters.
How about no? You're fine, mate. Don't worry about
How
it.
about no?
What do you mean you're fine? I rolled a -1.
I have 0 plus strength, and you rolled a neck. What the fuck? Are you a stick?
For -2.
Oh my lord.
Man's a McDonald's paper straw.
So I'll say whatever, regardless what Calanthier rolled. What did
I
you
rolled
roll?
a 7.
So with a 7, the iron might does not budge.
-1.
Oh, I gotta go find a gift for that. Jesus Christ.
I'll just assert myself.
You mean asserting shit with -1?
Not physically.
Not physically, obviously.
Stay with us,
Dude, leave her alone.
Calanthier. Stay with us.
Calanthier, you hear amongst the rage and the screaming in your head, you hear your friend's voice call out.
Calanthier will just say in his head. You take over my body again. You will never get her back. So calm, and we will figure it out, and we will go find her. I made a deal. I stick to my word. You stick to yours, you angry son of a bitch.
The voice goes quiet. Ask where she is.
All right.
And as he
All right.
says that, your fingers release from the hilts and you find yourself having control of your arm again.
He'll just shake it out a wee bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, apologies.
You see
muscle
Orion
spasms.
and Alexandra looking at you like,
It has been a long walk, muscle spasms. Were you able to figure out whatever soul it was? Do you know what kind of soul it was?
an ancient one. That's for sure. Again, there's the markings on this are old magic, so we'll say that is when magic was in its prime and still getting used to mortal and man. So the fact that someone's able to enchant themselves into the sword implies that they were very powerful beings at a very early age, the dawn of magics. So whoever they are, exceptionally powerful. Exceptionally so. With the most unbelievable understanding of magic at the time.
Could you garner any information, any other information from that?
It's hard to tell because the sword isn't named, dated, listed in any history books I could find. The first, in case of people enchanting themselves into items, doesn't come as far as the history books go to centuries later than what this dates do. So this is a discovery. This is a genuine discovery of... This could rewrite history as we know it as far as that goes. Enchantments and people's realization of the potential of the soul.
And if I
The
can...
problem is with a disenchantment, I don't know where the soul's gone. If the soul has more than likely been destroyed, if I'm being honest. I don't know if it's been disenchanted to relocate the soul, but I don't know why you'd bother doing that. There's a way to get around that with magic these days, the soul transference. It's not too difficult in the right practitioner. To disenchant something is to destroy what lays within and make it null and void. So I don't know if the soul is around anymore.
Okay. Long shot. What I'm gonna do. Does the sword to pick up the sword? Does it require any attunement to just wield the sword?
No, it's just a normal ass sword at this point.
Okay. First off, I will try and put Crimson Right on it. See what that does. I'll just do Right of Flame. See if it does anything at all. If it activates or doesn't.
I mean, if you do Crimson Right on a normal item, it still ignites, doesn't it? And the right takes over. It still had to be magical weapons. So yeah, the Crimson Right holds as it should do.
Okay. I'll cancel it and talk to the elf. Are you done with this?
Best I can tell. Yes, I've made my sketches. I've made my notes. If you want this back, it's yours.
It will be very helpful.
Very well.
Matt,
Hello.
see that book of enchanting that I read?
Mm-hmm.
Does anything from what he was saying maybe ring a bell from what I read in that?
Again, the problem is that the Book of Enchanting, if he's saying what he's saying is true, this book, or what's happened here, predates what the book says as far as is possible,
Okay.
and the understanding of magic goes, so... Not really. You know again about... Well, you can't do it personally, but you know that soul transference is a thing that doesn't require you to disenchant something. You can just, with effort, move a soul from one place to another to protect it and keep it going.
Okay.
So, again, basically what he said, you have a basic understanding of.
Then maybe it's best taking it with us and we could find out if someone out there knows anything more about what happened with this.
Be my guest, as I mentioned. I've done all the research I need. I've copied the notes of the runes. I'm going to be doing some investigating in the background still. Not, I want to learn more about this, of course. So, but as far as the physical blade goes, there's nothing more for me to learn on it.
Can I ask the axe?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Work with me here. Do you have any reason why your sister would flee this version?
No. We were here to live forever. She would not give up that life of immortality.
All right, and do you have any idea who you were before you became the axe?
It's foggy. All I remember was being a person of high caliber.
Do you remember what race you were?
I had hands.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
I used them for spells. I made my own
Obviously.
incantation. Made my own. I weaved and I carved through.
So you were some sort of highborn that was able to use exceptionally advanced magic in an exceptionally old time. I will be honest, if you gave me a race, then I'd had an idea, but otherwise I have no fucking clue what to do with you.
It has been an age. Many ages have passed. I've witnessed the fall of God's form. I've
Does
witnessed
that
the
mean you
rise of
are
other
a god?
races. I don't believe so. I
Okay.
don't believe a god would need to do something as petty as that. They
I'm
already have
sure there are their
immortality.
reasons. Okay, this is a
don't know.
fucking long shot, but can I take the lamp? And yeah, the lamp of fucking whatever it is, like finding or something like that. Lamp of tracking. And fucking think in my head. This is probably way too vague, but maybe soul. Just an errant soul. It's probably too vague.
Yeah, unfortunately, with
Yeah,
that,
that's way too vague.
it's nothing catches, nothing
Fucking
ignites.
bastard. I was hoping for like to be some old obscure version of like elf. Oh, well.
Why would she leave? Who forced her?
It may not have been forced. Maybe she moved to a different vessel.
I can't move.
Maybe she's better than you.
The axe goes quiet.
Gotcha, bitch.
Either way, could you please not try and take over my body next time? Because if anything, they're going to fucking skewer me, and they're not going to touch you. So let's work together. You have my word that I will help you find your sister. And my word is my bond. I am nothing without it.
Fine.
Fair enough. No, I guess I'll end my conversation, I suppose. I have another idea, but it's a very long shot, and I think I'll try it later. I think that will be everything, and I guess I'll pocket the sword. I don't even know how. I guess bag of holding.
Yeah. You slap in the bag of holding easy then. Well,
I think that's
Orion.
everything.
Orion pikes up. Well, is there anything else that you need? Lavender, Elril, Celeborn. Oops, sorry. I know you're flirting.
Kingly types, huh?
I know. Just literally just spent my enchanter and they're already getting up. It's impressive.
Sorry.
It's the enchanter's assistant blushes.
He's
in the
just a
corner.
big flirt.
Just
seen it
before
myself.
we leave, I just want to catch Ryan, just quickly.
Mhm.
Have you heard from Quinn?
Not in a couple of weeks. Last thing I had from her, she sent me a letter. Funny. She was hanging up north, near the monastery. Said she needed time to think.
She's not, has she?
No, she's not left yet.
Do you know where she is? Do you have a contact?
I've got my eyes on her.
You need to tell her not to go
Go where?
near the monastery.
She's at there already. That's where she sent the letter from.
Fuck.
Why?
Thundergrounds.
She knows about the Thunderbrands. Everyone does.
They're moving. I don't think it's safe.
I think Quinn will be fine. I think you need to realize that. She's not helpless without you. She's smart, she's nimble. She's good.
Okay. Just, I'd appreciate it if you voiced my concern in your next letter.
I will. I'll tell her you swung by.
And one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, given the news you've told me, it's likely this will be the last time I ever come down here.
Wouldn't write yourself off that quickly, but fair.
Just if you need to contact me, I won't be going to the normal places.
Well, I
I
know
know.
how to find you. Was it the Twilight Company now?
Yeah.
I can find them. I might have to send someone to hire them. Let's say that. If I need to reach you.
I'll hold out my hand, just a shake. And thank you.
He puts his hand in yours and shakes it back. You're welcome.
Sorry for the paperwork. But it's best that we're off.
Fair enough. Stay safe. I mean it. Stay safe.
I've made it this far. And
You have
I'll
indeed.
start to take my leave.
I'm going to assume Lavender and Canthe, you follow suit. Perfecto. So as you guys board the boat of Sig once more, let's just get Canthe or anyone else. Sorry, anyone else has anything else you want to do in this in the guild? Unless you want to make your way back.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you all begin to board Sig's boat once more and make your way back out to the rain above. Apologies, 3 seconds. So, are you guys heading towards the tavern, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Unless anyone else has something they want to go.
I don't think so.
No worries. So easy enough. Again, take the 45-minute to half an hour walk and you guys enter the tavern. Falcoris isn't there, but you do see Joel currently sat by a fire, his feet up, warm, very dry by this point, very toasty. You can tell that Joel's cheeks got a little bit red by sitting by the fire as long as he has. Is there anything you'd like to do, Joel, by the way, whilst you've been sat waiting, or...
You're muted.
You're muted, my dear.
I would. At some point, could I have gone to find somewhere quiet
Yes?
and, for the first time, I would
First
like
time?
to use a 4th level spell
Oh, jeez. What we
because,
casting?
ladies and gentlemen, I have divination. And DM, I would like to ask. Well,
You free Monday?
whoever may be listening.
You free Monday.
Hey girl, what's your
What you
number?
wearing?
Like cleric Riz.
I like the idea that Joel's probably because he cast divination. The Raven Queen answers, "What up? What up?" Spell ends.
Just, hey, yo, what up, bitch?
Anyway,
I would like to ask her what she meant by the final say. What's coming?
okay.
Not her.
2 seconds.
Sorry, that was inappropriate. I can flag myself.
So far, HR has pulled itself over more times
I'm
this session than anyone
HR's
else.
biggest concern.
HR's biggest concern. That's it. Yeah. Sorry, 2 seconds since
Do
you're
you
doing
need
something.
the thingy for divination? Do you need the...
No, I'm good. I believe it's literally you ask a question and the deity answers, yeah?
Ask a question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to unfold in 7 days. You offer a truthful reply. It must be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
An omen. Ooh.
I don't know how you speak an omen in answer to a question about what she said, but hey ho, fucking figure it out. It's your job.
Well,
I'm gonna open my second bag of munchies while you do that. The pinballs are done. It's time for the
symbols
M&Ms.
are finished. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm trying to get something queued up here because I actually have an idea of something. Where is it? There it is. Joel, you take yourself away from this quiet tavern that you hear around and lock yourself into a quiet room where you're alone. You can hear faintly the pitter-patter of rain in the background.
and they fucking...
You can hear this rain. You can hear the occasional clap of thunder that rolls overhead.
Sorry.
You take a seat, and the private room that you found is your own room that's been, again, as before, kitted out to yourselves and your party. You have your own room here. And you sit down, you lock the door behind you, and you sit at the end of your bed, and you take the time to prepare the spell. Fuck the parries, man.
Such
Trying to have a moment here. What?
It's your brother this time. I'm just saying it's your brother this time, okay?
Joel, you take time to cast the spell, and it's your first time doing it. And what do you ask her again?
Just... What?
Fuck's sake.
You just said so many things that made it perfect. It just dominoed. What did you mean by the final say? We'll go with
Whenever
that.
you ask that question, you're at the room, nothing changes. You don't feel anything apart from how you currently do. You can still hear the pitter-patter of rain outside. But as you then open your eyes, almost giving up, in the sense of, well, that was a waste of time, the rain stops. You find yourself, as you open your eyes, not in the room you just were of wood and woolen carpets and soft bed sheets. You find that your feet, have sunk into ½ inch of mud. You look around, you can see a bogland before you. But the bog is red. And you look around and you can see spears and swords sticking up the mud. Arms, legs, heads, torsos, horses, broken wagons. You can see the ground in areas in the distance is solid and fresh. Grass that grows high. This is standing where you are right now on the battlefield. Well, what was once a battlefield is now nothing more than a mass graveyard of death. The body is not buried yet. You see around you this bank of fog, and a figure steps out from this fog. They're dressed in blues of varying shades. Incidentally enough, they also wear masks. Similar to the Creed, but a bit more English Crusade helmet-like in the mask. But a hood pulled up that comes to a point that touches where the slit eyes would meet. But where these eye slits are in the mask, there's this light blue glow that thrums and changes like a fire underneath. You can see a rapier in each hand, and as it's walking towards this battlefield, these blades of grass just touch the blades. The heads of the grass fall off. The blades that sharp. They're slicing through the air, cutting air particles and twine. And the figure emerges from this bank and stops and stares at you. A sea of bodies between you and it.
Can I tell anything else about the figure? Is it like...
It's staring directly at you. The fog behind it shifts, and the fog shifts into the face of a white porcelain mask that is that of the Raven Queens. My first champion. My most dangerous weapon. My biggest mistake. Forever he should have slept. Now Alria burns because of him. And with that, the figure moves at lightning speed towards you, and you see the blades come either side of your neck. And just before you hear the vision ends. And you find yourself back in the tavern. Well, your room.
The final say. And with that, Joe will probably head back downstairs to his table to wait for the others.
I say not long afterwards, maybe about, I don't know, an hour or so after you've cast that spell and had that vision, your friends arrive. Excuse me. Your friends arrive. Well, everyone but Falcoris, he's off visiting his mother dearest right now, but the rest of your party arrive.
Good job.
Afternoon. How'd it go?
Well, we got no resolution on Lavender's locket, no resolution on the short sword, and if anything, I found out that there are numerous assassinations on my head, so that's fun.
Sounds like you had a complete waste of a day.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Excellent job.
It's,
You're the sympathizer.
What's the
honestly,
bounty?
Joel the empath.
Joel, I don't know. I'm just saying it's not worth it, okay? Before you get any ideas.
It sounds like there's a lot of people that think it is.
They want a trophy. That's all.
What's the point? You're not even in charge anymore.
Exactly. Although there's been people that I've slighted, people that I've wronged in the past that like they want to get their one up on me now.
I guess you'll have to sleep with one eye open for you, won't you? I better hope you don't piss me off as well. Purse is looking a little light.
Your purse is looking. Joel, you just got paid.
And I just bought this fancy ass armor.
That is looking nice, I'll give you that. I bet I just get you another drink instead.
It's a start.
I'll just signal over to one of the dwarfs. Get everyone a drink.
No worries, a drink is had, and again, costs you a copper per, so nice and easy.
I'll give them a gold.
Does
you guys
California even
tip
have
so
that
well.
money?
Stop trying to make me break my gold pieces, Matt. It's not gonna happen.
Alright, fine. You guys have a round each. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Do, say, or... And Falcoris as well, I know you're not in this scene right now, but is there anything else you'd like to do specifically, or...
Well, like I said, just speaking with my mum until she eventually falls asleep. I'll tuck her in and head back.
Fair enough.
What time is it, Matt?
I'd say by the time you guys have met up, Falcoris excluded, but Joel meeting up with the rest of you guys, it's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Falcoris, if nothing else happens, Falcoris will 7, 8-ish. Coming back to the tavern if need be. Yeah.
Is the tavern busy?
Oh yeah, like I say, especially this rain right now, the tavern is heaving. People that might be out doing other things on a warm, sunny day have been brought in by the rain to do nothing more than sit by a nice warm fire and get a drink with friends. Yeah. So the tavern is more busy than usual, isn't it?
I'm just gonna keep sipping my drink, but kind of lean back a little bit and just try and eavesdrop on the people around me, see if I can get any news or any rumors going on that might be useful.
Make a general perception check for me, please.
That is a 12 plus 18.
So dirty 20. Nice.
No, sorry, 12 plus. Plus 6. Sorry. I did the
18.
math and then just said. So it's 18.
So you have a little eavesdrop around. You can tell that there's a lot of excitement apparently that the Brazenfort Navy is returning back from Alria. A lot of people seem to be excited about the return of their friends and family, missing loved ones. Some seem to be apprehensive, hearing, that Alria was in some trouble, that are all of them going to make it home, how many of the ships sail. That's the biggest news that's happening right now. And they're either arriving later this evening or tomorrow, depending how the sailing goes, especially in the storm. Is the biggest piece of gossip. Between that, you hear just the idle chit-chat of daily problems, and this, especially the rain, the storms that come, people bitching about there's a leak in my ceiling I didn't know about. We'll get that patched. General life ticks on in the city.
A lot has been said about Aurea recently. What do we think?
Joel's sitting quiet.
You mean the fact that they have to flee?
This does sound like a very pleasant part of the world at the moment.
No, it does not. And unfortunately, it seems that this higher class thing that I don't really understand much of is allowing some to escape, but most not to.
Maybe it's worth making a game plan for now. I'll help when Falcoris comes back, but so unless anyone wants to stay here for longer. Again, we can see what Falcoris has to say. And to deal with this witch. Then where do we want to go from then?
I suppose it depends on what happens with the witch, maybe. Although it might finally be time to make a trip north. I think we'll have to see. But
If we're going north, we should maybe stop by Taurus. I'd like to make sure Salber's alright. And it's on our way.
Probably the best port out of Lorenthal. It's a good idea. Yeah, we'll see if Falcoris has any ideas as well.
I think we should wait and decide on this year. It's his plan after all.
It's yeah, it's been a long day though. I might just go rest for a bit.
I think that's a smart idea for us all, but we should probably at least one of us wait for him.
I need to go do some research, so I think I'll miss him. But I can probably find him on the way. I know where he's likely to be, and tell him.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah, I'll go to my room and read for a bit before I
Conk out.
yeah.
Joel, you leaving to go do research, you say?
Yeah, is there somewhere like a library? Because I know you said there's no temple to the Raven Queen in the city, but is there like a library or something?
There's definitely a
Or I
library
might be able
here,
to-
yeah. There's a few libraries, and again, you know that our friends have an extensive book collection as well.
Just because I want to go somewhere, because again, my character's traits, I know where knowledge can be found if I don't know it. I'm looking for information about the final say and about the Raven Queen's champion.
Yep.
So
easy
I don't know
enough. You
where
would be
the best place for that.
There'll be a library, and you know right now the library will be shut at this hour. But you do know that a
Is it
library
guarded?
here. You can certainly check later.
Good. But I'd probably like to, before we do, stop by Falcoris's mother's and tell him that the others are waiting for him.
Yeah. We'll come to that in 2 seconds. Lavender and Camp here. Is there anything else you two want?
Fucking size of that, by the way.
That's a good
That's
size.
2 M&Ms together. That's fucking. Oh.
It isn't.
Sorry. Sorry.
You've just consumed an That's all it is. Yeah.
Reminds me of that battery video. He's like,
I don't have anything to do at the current moment.
The current moment in time?
Nope, nothing at the moment.
Fantastic. Well, cutting over to Falcoris then. Falcoris, as you're taking time to, you know, as you said, look after your mum, she eventually falls off to sleep. And you find yourself alone in the house, just chilling out and doing odd ends, bits and pieces. General chores, you said, yeah? And little ways to
Yeah,
help out.
tidy up. Do whatever around the house needs to be done that I can do quickly and get things sorted.
Mm-hmm. As you're going around the house, that's some very odd music. Don't want that one.
It's very intense.
Not
was
this
very
door,
intense.
next one. We don't take. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, as you shoo away the traveling band of children, just trying to raise money for the local orphanage.
All right, I'm
No,
sorry.
one-
I'm sorry. Come back. Hang on. Yeah, take a
The
go.
band's led by Jesus.
But as you walk doing across, you go and do the dishes. You start off doing the dishes. And as you're washing and you finish that off, you drain the sink, and as you pick up the plates, and underneath the plates in the drying rack, you see the words scratched in, "If you go down." Scratching the worktop.
Scratching the worktop. Okay.
Yeah.
Calypso.
Yeah?
What the fuck is this?
I don't know, but maybe you should look up. And as you look up to the cupboard where the plate should be stored, more scratching. To the woods.
Well, I've got a number one suspect who's up to this. And where's the next message, Calypso?
I don't know now. I just noticed that one.
I'll start searching about the house.
Where'd you look?
Just general area, like I'll go from like, if I'm going like from the cupboard, then I'll start looking at the next cupboard, then I'll go around the room, and then eventually like into the next room and look at the table and shit.
Well, funny you say that. As you look over to the next, there's nothing else in this room that you can see but the sink and the cupboard. As you go over to the table, you can see the next set of words, apparently. You'd better not go.
Alright. Stop fucking with me.
Make a perception check.
Well, that's good. 25.
Wait, 5. As you look on the table and you look up and you say, "Stop fucking with me," you can hear sounds. Sounds like, well, scratching on wood, shall we say, and you can hear the splinters of wood falling onto the ground. And you look over at the door, the main front door, and in large, bold writing, the word "alone."
So you don't want me to go alone? Interesting, I thought you would have preferred me alone. I know you can hear me, and I know you're fucking with me. Just show yourself. We want to have conversation, let's have a conversation. The thing is, I can't exactly turn up alone anyways, considering you infused me with someone. And I'll wait.
Nothing else happens. No scratching, no sounds of wood falling as before. But as you look back round, you can see the writing on the cupboard has disappeared. Writing on the table is gone. And as you look back over, the now just plain wooden door again.
You will give me answers. I think I deserve that much. If you don't want to talk to me right now, don't worry. I'll see you soon. And then I'll just go and check on my mother. Make sure she's okay.
She's seemingly okay, sound asleep.
And
Tucked
then-
into her bed.
As she's tucked in her bed and I make sure she's okay and I shut the door as I'm going out, I'll just say, as I'm going out, I was down the stairs or down into the room or whatever,
Yeah.
I'll just call out and say, "You don't touch her. It's between me and you." And I suppose Calypso. Sorry, Calypso.
No problem. You feel something land on your head. And you look, see, you pull out your hair of a splinter of wood. And you look up to the ceiling. And the words "agreed," or the word, sorry, "agreed," is up there.
Fine. I'm glad we fucking agree on something about time. And I will stop look over my shoulder, like up towards the room, like towards the room where Mom is. Shut the door, lock it, head back towards the thingway.
Yep.
Head towards the beacon's blessing again.
No worries. Trudge out into the rain, heading towards the beacon's blessing once more. And I'd say, on your way, Joel, are you going to leave, or knowing this late hour, do you want to not go to the library?
Can I actually grab the knock on Kellegum's door before I go?
Sure, you can go rap on Kellegum's door.
I'll just sort of knock and wait for an answer, so I'm not barging in. Joel's got respect, you know?
Hello?
I'll open the door. How would you feel about helping me break into a library?
That's, Oh! I suppose I do owe you one.
You owe me more than one, but we'll call it even.
If we call it even, then sure.
It will help us all. This is... I'll sort of look around to make sure no one's listening. This is important.
Stealing books was my expertise.
You can take as many books as you want. We just need to do some research.
Okay.
And Joe will probably leave his armor for this because he's not going to go clunking through the streets stealthily in a full set of armor. So Joel,
if he wants some protection, I'll give him my old leathers.
Okay.
So what? That's 11 plus 8 dex for armor.
I believe so, yep.
11. My dex is only 2, so that's 13. Oh no, 13. And I'm not taking my shield either, so...
Better than nothing.
So that's 13. I'm just going to write that. I'm not going to change my character. I'll just write that down now. So that's 13 AC. And I've not got a shield, so...
Oh boy.
Any fight, Joel's going down.
Is this something you want to do alone?
It concerns all of us. I'll sort of lower my voice. It's about the Raven Queen and what's coming and what's going on in Elria.
Then maybe we should all try to go together.
I think more of us are likely to be noticed if we're walking through the streets with a giant soggy lion.
Yes, very not small, but
Your boyfriend can stay behind for this.
Oh!
okay. Lavender is totally you have to stay quiet as well. Bear in mind.
Bring who you want, but we just need to get in there and get some information. And I'd rather not wait till morning because time might be of the essence here.
And by all means, let's go as soon as it gets dark.
Cool. And that's when Joel will go take his old armor off and get ready.
Yep. You de-armor and then put your new armor on. Let's say in that time, of course, you reappear into the tavern. The live studio audience claps seeing your entrance.
Right, kids, what have you been up to without me?
Nothing. Captain.
Honestly, I think it's
I don't even need an inside check. Like, Jesus Christ.
Like a child with chocolate
Nothing?
around his lips.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Anyways, I'll sit down and look, give Joel a kind of... Alright.
I think
Yeah,
if I
you
told
see
you
Joel
about-
as well is not wearing his armor, but
Yeah, I know,
leathers,
like-
which is interesting.
Getting comfortable, Joel. Anyways, what's going on?
It's Joel's pajamas.
These are my combat pajamas. My combat jammies have kept me safe for many years.
Combat jammies. My steel toe cap slippers.
I won't tell you about my day because I imagine I'll just stress you out.
Why? You're now stressing me out by not telling me about your day?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No, you're going to tell me what the fuck's happened.
we've got some business to be taken care of. You sit here and have a drink.
Again, that stresses me even more out. What business?
As a law-abiding citizen, fuck off.
You think I'm law-abiding? Esva, they think I'm law-abiding. Can you imagine that?
There's a small laugh from behind the bar. One of those stifled laughs from behind the bar.
Anyways.
Right. Keep it down. Just gonna go. And is everyone else here? Yeah.
Yeah, all your parties
Okay.
around you. Yeah.
Just gonna help Joel with a little heist.
Well, now you spoiled it.
Right.
Yeah, because if we went missing and we died, there's no one to come.
Who's going
looking
to kill us in the library? A librarian?
A lot.
More likely you're gonna kill each other.
Hang on.
If you're on your own.
That,
The worst heist pairing ever.
and you're planning a heist into a library. You realise you can walk into the library and get any book in there you basically want, right?
It's locked, right? Presumably.
Tomorrow it won't
Wait
be.
till tomorrow, yeah.
This is kind of a timing issue.
The books will still be there tomorrow. It's not like the books are getting shipped out.
But I want to know now.
Know what exactly, Joel?
I don't know yet.
But you've been drinking in the tavern on afternoon.
It's been a good afternoon.
So you're telling me you want to know now, but you had time during the afternoon to go and see the library, but now the library's shut, you want to go and try and break into it.
I only found out I needed to go to the library recently. Look, we can get into the hows and whys later. Just, this will help us all. It concerns Alria.
But-
Just,
What does the library got to do with Aria? Other than maybe having stuff like maps and like a bit of lore about Alira, but
I don't know what it has yet. I haven't been, because you're holding me up.
I'm not holding you up, Joel. I can tell you right now, why don't you just wait until the morning? My uncle's going to be back soon. He's from Alria. He's one of the ones that went there to go and try and defend it. We'll get a lot of information out of him.
That's good for your uncle, but that's not, again, related at all to what I'm looking for.
And then we also arrange a meeting with the council that's coming over, so we can talk about this fucking champion.
I'm going there to research because I had a vision with the Raven Queen. I saw the champion. I want to know as much as I can about it, and the library seems the best place to do that.
Could you not have started with that?
I wouldn't have had to if you hadn't held me up. I could have been on the way to the library, and then I would have come at you with everything at once.
I've been with my
But as
mother all
usual-
day. You could have...
Well, that's good for your mother, but how does that help me?
Well, how does... You could have been at the fucking library all day.
I only just got this vision.
Alright.
I
Alright.
don't have 2020 foresight.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I've broken into a few things in Brazenfort. I've been in a few things, broken in a few things in Brazenfort. Never really the library. It's not my kind of thing, but fuck it. Why not? Like, I don't know why you just wait until the morning.
Because if we wait till the morning, I'm going to have to go while you guys are off with the council. I want to be there for this with the council. I'd rather go in with full information so I know exactly what we're dealing with.
Alright,
Rather
alright.
than going in,
Well,
talking to the council, getting half an information,
what's your
go
plan?
to the library, getting the other half an information. Go to the library, break in, read the book.
What book?
I don't know.
So you're telling me we're going to be breaking into the library to go searching through the books to try and find a book that's relevant that might not be there, and then read the book, then get out of the library and without MD noticing.
Keep it simple. Less likely to go wrong. This is
How
a
do you
library,
know
not
which
a bank
books?
vault.
Well,
Presumably they have titles, Lavender.
okay, so hang on. So what are you specifically looking for? The champion of Raven Queen? Or anything to do with the Raven Queen?
Or something referencing the final say.
The final say.
That's what he was known as. That's what the Raven Queen said he was called. He was called the final say, or anything involving
Calypso?
some warrior with 2 rapiers.
Ever heard of anything called... this is in my head. Ever heard anything called the final say?
That's a very good question. Rings a bell. I know that they're the first champion of the Raven Queen, and she hasn't had one since.
Because he's been brought back to life. He's not actually dead yet.
How are you in my
Well.
head, Joel? Fuck off.
Sorry.
Leave.
Forgot,
Yeah, get the
You're
fuck
back
out.
out then. She,
Forgot that was in
unlike other deities who, you know, chose champions when they passed, she never did. When the final say passed, she never recruited again.
Alright, thanks, Calypso. And then back to them.
Welcome.
So, right. Break into a library, find a book on the champion, find out a little bit more, get back out. Can't be too hard.
Or something to do with a red battlefield. Some massive battle that went on.
It's a little too vague, I'll be honest. That's
How many battlefields can there be? That
A
are
lot
a
of
red
battlefields. A
A red
lot of...
swamp.
a red with
swamp.
blood. There are quite a few, I
Yeah,
imagine.
quite a few.
The bog was red, like actually red.
And in my head, I've been in a fucking blood snow forest. It fucking happened, man.
Yeah. How
It
many
will
red
not be that
swamps?
Okay.
specific.
So we're going to go into the library. We're going to look for books about a red bog. That's going to be fucking grand.
Right. Okay. You guys are making this so much more complicated than it was
Yeah.
going to be.
I'm making it complicated, Joel.
Go to the
We
library.
were
look
originally
for a
going for the
book,
champion.
leave.
Then you said red bog. And now we're looking for a fucking vague red bog.
No, we're looking for the champion. We're looking for anything that might concern a red bog. It might come up, is all I'm saying.
Right. So if we come across
But the
anything that says
primary
bog
concern
on
is the
it, we now need to read it. Good.
No, not all bogs. I don't need to know about the peat man, for God's sake.
Look at Matt enjoying the chaos he's ensued.
You guys had the idea to break into a library. That's all I'm going to say. I have nothing to do with it.
Well,
Joel
Falcor's
had the
here.
idea to break into a library.
I
it was
had
going to
no
be a
say
simple.
in this.
It was going to be a simple 2-man break-in, and that was got all bogged down with bureaucracy.
I've said, oh, go.
I'm not fucking going. This sounds like fucking stupid shit.
I'm just trying to make sure you know what you're fucking looking for.
A book about the champion of the
Two.
Raven Queen or the final say it is not rocket science. The bog was just a side note.
Well, you shouldn't
To
have
be
mentioned
fair-
a side note.
I wanted you guys to be. What are you saying? I should withhold information?
Telecom.
I don't think it's going to be well guarded.
No, it shouldn't be.
More
After
of
all, it's a
us
library.
And more of us that get in to look for this information means it faster that we can get out.
And I can pose as a guard. So let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's
I haven't
go.
let you in. Can't here. You're just gonna stay here and.
Yes.
All right, fair enough. Haven't I?
I'll grant you this.
I just
might
want
be
to
a
point out,
slightly-
is this like an
unnecessary crime.
esteemed library or is this like a fucking
It's
like
the
local
general
bookshop level?
No, it's the library, for course, no, is the library of Brazenfort. Is the library that Joel might be looking for, the one that would hold the most information. Brazenfort's library, which is a public library, fairly large. Scholars might go there to study during the day and research and the like. So
I'm
it's
just
a place
picturing
of where
we
we're
get
now.
there.
Loved it. It was just like a
We get
local
there and
library.
it's just a public 24-hour library. It's always open and we're breaking in for no reason.
No, it has got opening and shutting hours. Again, for course,
Okay.
that would be shut.
Right. Caliphia's out.
go.
Lavender, you in?
So we want to go and break into a library that you can go into for free during the day. This is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that. There you are. I agree with you.
Why do we not just wait till again? I don't see why we don't wait till morning.
what are they going to do if they catch us, right? It's a public place during opening
Or
hours.
you just sit and have a drink and wait till morning and don't break in and have to do a heist. Because can we go back to the last heist that Caligor organized for us?
Which was incredibly successful. I didn't get caught. I got out of it, got everything I wanted, and here we are.
Am I wrong in saying you?
Richer each.
Am I
Shut
wrong in
up,
saying
Joel.
you almost threatened a maid
Shut up.
because she
Joel.
saw you?
Again, also, Joe, you went to Caligor of all people for this as well.
He's got sexy fingers. Breaking in and touching things is what he does.
Sexy fingers.
Sorry, it's an expression. It's an expression in our workshop person. It's called sexy fingers. You don't know when to stop touching things.
Right. So Lavender, you in?
Sex? Do you mean sticky fingers?
Sticky fingers.
Sexy, no, sexy fingers. He doesn't know when to stop touching.
Terrible power.
We used it in the workshop for when you start pressing buttons on things and start breaking it. It's because you've got sexy fingers because you keep poking things that you shouldn't be poking and touching things you shouldn't be touching.
Anyway, sexy fingers aside,
It's gonna catch on, guys. It's gonna catch on.
it's gonna catch on. Okay.
There's Va. I'm gonna be out.
Alright.
Oh, we're gone.
Then
To commit the most unnecessary B&E ever. Sure.
Yeah, you guys go ahead. I'll disguise myself as a
Unnecessary
guard.
crimes.
Can I just say,
Lavender,
like,
you
out of
coming,
context?
Lavender? Are you gonna join in this bullshit?
Who's gonna look after the bear?
The bear's gonna be fine. There's Va. You got the bear.
Bear!
Yeah, the bear. The fucking
I
one right
forgot
there.
about that.
It'll be fine.
Sure.
I guess
Yes.
Can I
I'm
just say,
right fucking here.
out of character?
I'm staying.
I was expecting you to drink and have fun and okay.
Does anyone want to babysit the bear?
You see a couple of
Babysit
drunks
the
go,
bear.
I'll do it.
You absolutely will not. I'll do it. It's fine.
I guess. I feel like this is really unnecessary, but I can join. But I don't understand why we're doing
I'll be honest, like, I agree. Like, see, out of character, I agree. This is the most unnecessary B&E I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
But Joel is, like, very fixed on this. Joel wants to get it done.
Fair.
But no, I completely agree. We should wait till morning, but Joel wants to go. Joel wants to go.
So, you guys put up the battle map over the table. The Mission Impossible music kicks in.
Dun dun dun.
And here's
dun.
the plan.
Dun dun.
We go up the public streets where people don't care. We go to the door that everybody can see. We open the lock that won't be secure. We find a book that's free to access, and we read. Looking for mentions of
Scene.
dogs.
The scene cuts, you see Ryan sitting there going, that was the bravest fucking heist I've ever orchestrated about with our friend.
Joel's for
They
some
know
reason
what they were
looking
getting
over from
into.
Skylight.
okay,
Right.
plus. So
So
In an alleyway across the street, like shuffling along the wall.
yeah, see when we get out of the Beacon's Blessing, Alcoros will duck into an alleyway so he's not seen, and he will literally use disguise of many faces to make himself look like a typical Brazenfort guard.
Yep, easy done. Easy, now look like your standard guard wearing the uniform and attire.
And then walk out and I will completely ignore the others and I will just start walking towards the library.
Fantastic. You know the way to the library, having lived here most of your life. Eligorm, Joel, and Lavender, you guys following suit? You being sneaky, taking to rooftops? How are you doing this?
So I suppose you want to take a hand at some of the stuff I showed you when it comes to the locks, Lavender. See if you can get in through the front door, or maybe take the rooftop, see if I can get in through a window. If not,
It's a library. I really don't think they're gonna have high security here.
I don't think either. But
Can I just check? Is the door unlocked?
Can you get there?
let's say let's give you a chance to practice your new skills. How about that? You get the lock.
Okay.
Nah, it's not like that vibe.
Just put on the Benny Hill themed song and let's go with
I
it.
don't
Roll
think
with
the
it.
fucking. I want to know if the fucking Mission Impossible soundtrack is DMC.
I don't think it is.
So I don't think it's twitchable. No, we'll go
I'll
with the
take
fucking
a
first one.
rooftop approach, following everyone, and then just peer in through the windows when I can.
No worries. So, you see. Oh, the library itself from Brazenfort is very much the building style of an old church, with large spires that come up at four corners, so one corner or one spire per corner, sorry, with a large arched triangular ceiling. With this, there's large skylights on the actual roof itself, and large also stained glass windows that don't depict anything particular, that spill in fancy colors. As you're looking around, you can see that posted on the outside by the main door, this large double. From the hours of 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. are free of access. You see this one guard currently standing in the rain. You can see again attire similar to what Falcoris is wearing, metal helmet, the rain dripping down, spear and shield in hand, looking beside. Taking a rooftop approach, you can see
Sorry, he's in front of the front door.
he's in front of the front door right now. Yes.
I'll walk up to him and I'll just play, all right, shift change. On you go, get yourself dry. Fucking miserable weather.
I wasn't told about shift change.
Oh, what? I've been told to come down and watch.
I'm not gonna argue with you, mate. I want to get out of this fucking rain.
Oh,
Cheers,
fuck.
buddy.
I was just about to walk away. Well, fucking, I hope you get dry and fucking warm. And I'll lean on,
I
like,
will.
just the wall, just like, oh.
Yep. And you watch as the guard disappears at sight. Now, Kellagon, from your rooftop access approach, you can see that the roof is not accessible. Pointed spires,
You
but
keep cutting out, by the way.
no.
Yes.
But it is achievable. It will require a check for you to make it onto the roof, though.
Okay. What acrobatics?
This will be an acrobatics check for anyone trying to do rooftop access.
Is
Yeah.
Joel on the roof?
So that's up to you to decide if Joel's taking the rooftops or not.
Joel's fuck it. This will be funny. Joel's on the roof.
Joel's on the roofs. Okay.
I just want to make this funny because it's already shit's fucked.
You don't have to make it more
Is
fun.
on the ground just watching this shit show.
Fantastic. Lavender is not taking the rooftops. Lavender is walking towards the library.
I rolled a 26
Great.
acrobatics.
26 acrobatics in the dead of night, in the shadows that is cast by the light. You wait for the thunder. The light hits first. You wait for the light, and as the sound of thunder, that's when you jump, so your footsteps are muffled by the sounds of thunder. You land on the roof. Silent. Not even the gods know you're on this roof. Joel, your turn. Make an
I've
acrobatics
just
check.
I've just put a gif in our chat of like what I'm picturing gonna happen here. It's not an R1. It's fuck you, DM.
Oh.
Sorry,
be
fine, I'll put it in the,
I'll
I'll
get
put
it.
in the fucking put it in. Right, so you want me to make an acrobatics?
An acrobatics check, please, sir. Yes.
I'll put it in the general shadows with you.
Ladies and gentlemen. How does a 7 sound? I shit you not, I rolled a 5.
Kelgorm, you're looking over your shoulders, and you know Joel's just behind you. And you were with Joel, and you gave him the countdown. You know when the lightning hits, count to 3, you jump, form the thunder. And you land on the roof, and you look to your left. You look to your right. You look behind you, there's no Joel. It's magic. Falcoris, as you're standing guard, you watch this guard walk around the corner. Right in front of you. Joel lands out of the blue. Joel, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Just saying, by the way, not the double M&M.
Joel, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on the floor on your back, completely winded.
Excuse me, sir. What the fuck do you think you're doing here?
Oh, fuck your mother.
What?
Joel, get
Fucking
up.
kick him. And as I kick him, I'll bend down low as I'm kicking him. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Bowling, what does it look like?
Get fucking move, scout.
Scared. Joe will rush the door.
No, stop him. Get out of here.
Lavender, you
troublemakers.
emerge from the shadows. What are you doing?
I'm just standing against the wall watching this.
Yeah, you're just not even against the library itself. You're just across the street just watching this bullshit unfold.
Yeah.
Now, Kelgorm, from your rooftop access, your point of leverage, what do you do?
Can I just see like a window and try and make my way inside?
Cool. You shuffle your way along. You can see there's plenty of windows up here again. Some of these stained glass ones also have hooks and latches. Locked from the inside these windows, so we need a lock picking check if you could, please.
23.
23. Getting your tools in. Easy enough. You go in the radio. Alpha 1, I'm in. And you slip through. Now inside the library is dark, and the dark library at night has got a very eerie atmosphere about it. All the lights are extinguished. And you can
No.
just...
Candle-headed specters.
No, not that you can see. Make a perception check if you could, please, though.
Joel cast daylight.
Me checking for Dark Souls enemies. That's a 22.
22. You take a second to look around, and you think the coast is clear, and just before you step out into the darkness, you see a light come around the corner as a hooded lantern. Someone goes around the corner, you quickly duck back into the shadow. And walking past you, again, you can see a guard. Elderly gentleman, probably in his late 60s or so, human. Got a slightly oversized large shirt on, just shuffling past you with this hooded lantern. Large ring of keys on his hip.
How close is he to me?
Oh, he passes right by you on the upper levels. He passes right by you doing...
As in, like, feet-wise, like...
Oh, he's gonna be within 5 feet of you in like a minute.
No,
pickpocket
you've
him?
got a 7 or a pickpocketing him, right?
Just take the keys. Just
Cool. Make a slight hand check.
okay. But a stealth check as well.
Yeah, do a general stealth check. Yep, if you could actually, that's a good point. That's just
Stealth is 24.
24. Okay.
Sleight of hand is a 22.
Cool. Well, he rolled a 22 for perception, so you just beat him. Again, this guard is wily. He's got eyes, motherfucker. And perception to notice. What'd you say if you got for the actual stealing of the keys?
22.
22. The guard walks past, it's like I say, shuffling past, the hood lantern shakily illuminating the areas around. And as he walks past, 1 minute he's walking past and he doesn't quite notice the clanking of his keys has ceased at his hip. As he goes past your owl in your hand, you grip the keys together so they don't clank in your hand.
I'll just make my way down to the door and let everyone else in.
You always make a general stealth check, please. Just try and sneak past this guard who is on patrol.
That is a 26.
26. You believe the guard doesn't notice you as you make your way down to the lower level, and of course, and Joel, as you guys are outside, what are you doing right now?
I'll be stopping Joel right now and like kind of in his ear being like, no, fucking move away so it looks like I'm trying to push you away, you fucking idiot. Go.
You are trying to push me away, you
I am. Fucking move.
As you two are having this bickering argument, the door...
see just before the door goes, can I like look out to see if MD's watching?
Perception check.
I love this dice. I'm gonna have to get this checked. That's the 26.
You see Lavender across the street, and that's kind of it.
All right, okay. I'll be still kind of shoving Joe, and then when the door opens, I'll be like, about fucking time. Move quickly, get in.
And you shove Joel inside.
And
do you
then-
fall asleep, of course, or...
No, I shut the door and
You
stand
shut
there
the door.
again.
Fantastic.
I'll
So-
just- There's a guard.
Does anyone have chloroform? Has that been invented yet? I'm not sure.
No, is the honest answer. They have fluorochlor, which works in a similar manner.
Fluorochlor, right. Do I have any fluorochlor?
You do not have any fluorochlor on you, no.
Oh, fuck.
If you want a pissed, I'll just press my hand against his chest and cast invisibility on him.
Oh.
Well, last time you did this, it went so well, so...
Well, yeah.
Well, Joel, you find yourself now invisible.
In that case, Joel would like to go and try and find some books related to the final say, or
Nice.
a red bog
Well, the first
that
thing
also
I
happens
is,
to be a battlefield.
the first thing I need to do is to make a general stealth check with advantage because you are invisible.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not disadvantaged because I'm not wearing armor. Yes.
Yep, so you just get straight advantage.
No, it gets straight advantage. Yeah.
It's a fucking good thing we've got advantage. That's 21.
21. Silently. At one point, you even see the guard walk past again with this hooded lantern as you're going up and down the. But you pass unnoticed. Lavender, what are you up to, by the way, as you've watched this bullshit happen before you? You see Falcor standing in the rain.
I'm doing nothing. I'm just waiting to see if anything
I'll just, because I noticed Lavender, I'll just come and give her a wee wave, like a wee,
Hello.
and then just
I'm just
continue.
waiting for something interesting to happen.
No
What,
worries.
Joel falling off a roof wasn't?
Oh, that was just the start. I'm waiting for more.
Lavender's waiting for the juicy gossip.
Yeah.
Joel's got like 3 broken ribs right now.
Now, Joel, after that stealth check, can I get you to make a investigation check, please? Try and find knowledge.
Investigation.
Does he get help?
Jokes.
Telegram stuff?
Being invisible, no.
Yeah, I was going to say, Matt, I'm sending you a DM anyway.
Oh, you're going to send me a
That is
DM.
that is a 19.
A 19, okay. 2 seconds, you see this DM?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, if you want to carry that on, I don't think I'd be helping him with investigation at this moment.
Okay, well, you go and look, and you can see that there is indeed information about the Raven Queen. There's many books, about her ascension to godhood, about her life as immortal, but you're skipping through all that. That information to you is useless.
I already know that shit.
Exactly. But you do eventually find what you're looking for, which is the final say. And again, it doesn't even take you long to find this information. It's fairly well recorded. The general conversation is he, like the Raven Queen, was once your ordinary mortal man. During the time after her ascension to godhood, the other gods still were frowning upon her centuries later with disapproval of her being a mockery, effectively. Insulting the gods to what they and what she has done. So, looking upon that, she aimed to become a god in all essence, so she chose a champion. So she picked a mortal man and made him champion. His name has gone lost to time, unfortunately. You can't find his once human name. However, she very quickly lost control of him. He was initially very loyal, very... loyal is the only word I can describe. Wherever he did her beck and call, he acted as champion, he represented her well. However, selfish desires then seemed to kick in. He almost began free will and free thought until eventually he broke free of the binding that was being champion, the responsibility, and he became completely rogue. Doing so, he killed thousands of his own justice crusade. He believed that those who weren't following the Raven Queen were not worthy of her, and thus so he went on just a huge killing spree, effectively doing it in her name, but actually doing it in the name of the Raven. She didn't order him to do that. This was his own crusade that he was. Eventually, she stepped in. Well, she did try and step in as quick. Realized a little bit too late that she'd made him a little bit too powerful. And eventually her physical form had to go and deal with it. She broke him and shattered his soul into 3 pieces: the sword, the armor, and the helmet, and scattered them into 3 separate locations hidden across the world. Now, it's public knowledge, not public knowledge, but it's knowledge that if those united, the soul will become reformed and the final say awoke. But with those locations being a secret, hopefully that never happens.
Sorry, I'm just typing this.
No, of course.
Said all 3 together would, what, bring him back?
Reunite the soul and wake him up.
Sounds like that's already happened. Is that everything,
You
yeah?
believe so. You believe so. Like, looking for more information, you get much for muchness, so... Some hypothesize that during life, the final say might be a serial killer or a mass murderer, someone unhinged, not someone that was champion-worthy, but there's no one can actually... It's more like a theory. Was he this unhinged, dangerous person in life? But no one can actually say properly in that.
Is that everything there is about him?
Yep.
Then that's... Okay. Joel will shove the book in his bag, along with just a couple of other random ones in the Raven Queen, because fuck it, why not?
Fair.
You know, yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound kind of thing.
Yep,
Or
in for a copper, in for a gold.
I was about to say in for a copper, in for a gold. So yeah, just shove some shit in, and then, I don't know, look for anything valuable, I suppose, while he's here. Again,
Okay, let's just go for it. Let's go robbing.
again, we're here. When in Rome.
Make another investigation check, please. And, Elril, you do the same for me, please.
Are you also looking to burgle things?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Investigation.
The king of the Lorenthal.
That's only a 16.
I thought he was going to be a good guy now.
26.
26, okay, 2 weeks.
I
Just
fucking
had.
expertise.
Helagorm, you have a look around. And you look in the section you think this information would be, and you don't find anything quite close enough to what you're looking for. You can see things that, for example, you wear right now, but nothing that gives you what you're looking for, that total. I'm trying not to say LC because you DM me. I'm trying to keep it as
You
good
can
as I
say it's just that.
Cool, you
Check
can't find
everything
anything that comes you completely undetectable. You can find things that make you, you know, like what you're wearing with a pendant right now, that make you invisible to divination magics, but nothing that completely erases or hides you in a total sense.
Okay.
Now, Joel, bear with me 2 seconds.
Sexy fingers.
You find... Nope, I know exactly... You find... The 16 you said, yeah?
Yeah.
As you go across, you see in the back of the library, there is a glass cabinet. And you can see in front of this glass cabinet, there is a small book. The glass cabinet is then roped off, set against the wall, and inside it you can see this gnarled, leathery, severed hand. Looks like to be the hand of a small humanoid creature. Do you approach?
Can I go find Kelagom first?
You can try and go find Kelagom first, yeah? Make another
Just
stealth check for me,
because-
please. As you're walking around, can make another stealth check.
Yeah. Do I still have advantage because I'm invisible?
Yes, you do indeed.
Okay. Oop, fuck. Missed. So that's 14. Oh, and that is a 19.
19. So easy enough.
Advantage coming in clutch.
Yep, easy enough. You remain undetected, you believe, by the guard. And you do find Kelagorm, because Kelagorm, you are visible, yes, I believe? We'll be muted, buddy.
He is also muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was muted and visible.
Fantastic. Well, it doesn't take too long then for Joel to come and find.
There's a thing. It looks important. This way. And I'll sort of put my hand on his shoulder and like guide him, because like it's the sort of thing immediately I saw like this way and sort of walk off, and then I realize he can't see me. So I come back,
Double
I'm
back.
like, sorry.
Okay. What
No,
does
and
he point out? Sorry.
I'll
So
bring
he
him
points
over.
out in the back of this room on the ground floor there is a glass cabinet roped off with fancy red rope. Inside the glass cabinet there is a severed small leathery hand, and a small book that rests on the plinth on the customer side, for lack of a better word, of the rope.
What's in the book?
The book is. Do you look at the book? I take it, yeah.
Presumably, yeah.
Yeah. The book is titled "The Legend of the Goblin's Hand,"
Straight to the point.
and the book is a very, very small book. It's not like a deep novel. It's a very small, almost pamphlet-sized book. Yeah, it's literally about yay big sort of size. It's tiny.
Can I use detect magic?
Sure, you use detect magic and absolutely. Who's that knocking on my chamber door?
Yeah,
it was then I
disturb a
heard
DM.
It was then I heard it tapping. As her cheeks gently clapping at my chamber door.
Sorry.
His dummy
All good.
thinking nothing more.
Forevermore.
Well, detect magic. The hand.
Sorry, Andy.
The hand glows violently with magic, of all sorts.
Of all sorts. Can I check for traps on the book and on the cabinet?
You can try and make an investigation check if you want. Then.
What is my investigation plus? Yeah, plus 1. Dirty 20. I'm rolling fucking high now that I'm not on.
Dirty 20. You believe the cabinet not to be trapped, and same with the book. The book you can say is definitely not trapped. Again, being able to be picked up and read. By the
Instantly
cabinet.
pick up in the bag.
Oh, you just pocket the book. Fantastic.
Book. That's mine now. So when you said trapped, that includes like things like alarms and all that will go off if I touch it, right?
Mm-hmm. You
Why'd
believe
you
there's
shrug
none?
when you said that? Why'd you shrug?
Because you believe there's none.
Killigorm, is this safe to take?
Do a little check.
You may check for traps. Yep.
We've already got a cursed item in the party.
Yeah, I don't know. Goblin hand, kind of fun though, kind of quirky.
Sure it is.
Investigation,
It's a
Please.
wedding present.
23.
23. This is alarmed.
That's all.
You know that if you were to remove the glass casing, an alarm would be triggered, which would alert someone to this being opened.
It's trapped.
Can you get rid of it?
Matt, I don't think I can, but would I know how to get around an alarm spell? I think how I had to do it before was just spring the alarm and run.
I'm in favor. I'm the invisible one, so I'm in favor.
With a magical alarm, it is a lot harder than a mechanical one. You can beat the system, you can get by the traps and the triggers. A magical one is a lot harder to beat. So, like dispelling it.
Can I ask a question? Magical alarms. Do they emit like a noise when they go off?
It depends how they've been set up. Some will make a noise, some will make a silent, or just send a message to the recipient of whoever set the alarm. Depends
Can
how
we-
the trap's been configured.
See, because I'm using detect magic and we check, can I tell what this is?
Sure, I'll actually allow that. You would know this alarm, now that Killigorm has pointed it out to you, would send a silent message to whoever sets up the alarm.
Yeah.
Can
It does.
I do
Yeah.
a little check on the cabinet, see if there's any way I can creatively get around the alarm, see if it's like lifting the glass lid.
Mm-hmm.
See if that's what triggers it. Could I possibly cut out the bottom and remove it that way? Essentially, that
Make
kinda
another
deal.
investigation check then. Make another investigation check. Try and get around this.
Not as good. 17.
17. Not really too sure, to be brutally honest. You think if you were to be able to try and cut through the glass itself, you know, the alarm is more like pressure to the actual glass, but if you can cut through it, maybe. Like, cut through or smash the glass, but again, smashing the glass defeats the purpose of trying to be stealthy, so...
Can I try and use Dispel Magic?
You try and
Would that work? Dispel Magic. Would that work on the alarm?
Let me pull up Dispel Magic.
I've got it here. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using my spellcasting ability. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
I would say for this one, 3rd level or lower. You can try.
It's a fucking library.
You can cast it.
All right,
Do you
I'll
cast it?
I do cast it.
You cast it, and your detect magic fades along with it. In the sense of
that makes sense, yeah.
In the sense of, that, as the alarm is seemingly deactivated, the magic that it gives off vanishes.
I think we're good. And Joel will... Is there like a lid on the glass box, or...
It's a glass camera that opens from the front.
So, can I see, like, a window in the top? Like, within... Hello? Hang on. Like, how close is the nearest window to me?
I mean, on the ground floor, there's still stained glass windows as well, so the nearest window's probably a building this size, 50 feet away. Quite a large, wide building.
Can I do a quick little assessment to see if I can climb anything, whether it's even just climbing a bookshelf to get within 30, say like 20 feet of a window?
Okay.
Essentially, just in case I need to misty step, I can get outside the window.
Sure, you can position yourself there easily enough.
Okay, well, I'm like, not position myself, as in if I grab this and run, I can get out.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that. Yeah.
Joel will lift the thing off.
I'm just saying, you might want to get near the door while you're invisible.
I plan on
I can
running.
grab it.
I got this. And Joel will just lift it. Or open it, whatever. Like,
Yep. Open the cabinet door up. Yep.
then I will grab Lay Goblin hand, shove it in the bag.
And it's a horrible, this is a ancient leathery hand that you're holding. It doesn't feel.
I mean, worst case scenario, it's edible. But Joel's got in the bag. He's going to start quietly making his way back towards the exit.
Yep. In that case, I require begin stealth checks finally for both of you two as you try and lead the.
And I still have advantage, yeah.
Stealth check. Yep.
Hot damn.
That's a 7, and that's an 11, so that's 13.
13.
Sucks to suck. I got in the 30.
30. Kelagorm.
Can you give me some of that?
Not a whisper, not a sound, as you silently slip out of the library, boasting through the top window that you came through. Joel, as you are making your way out, you get to the main door and you go silent as you can be. And as you open the main door, it creaks on the hinges. And you hear the footsteps of the guards stop. Hello?
Did I hear that?
Closed! Yeah.
I'll just instantly turn round. By the way, this whole time I've been keeping an eye out. Have I noticed anybody coming or watching or anything? No,
You
just
see
lavender.
general public that are passing through trying to get out of the rain, but paying attention to you.
Right, as soon as I hear the door start opening and I hear that, I'll open the door. I obviously do not see Joel, and I'll just kind of walk in and just be like, "What's up? What'd you hear?"
And Joel, can you get a dexterity saving throw, please? You try and dodge around Falcoris.
Oh, fuck.
I don't see him. Oh no.
This is It's an 8.
8.
I
Of
only
course, can I
get
get
+2.
a general strength check, please?
From the strongest man at the party.
That's a 16.
16. Of course, as you sort of walk in, you feel an impact.
Body
And
check me.
and Joel, you land on the floor with a heavy heat.
What? What the fuck was that? I'll shout out like.
The guard then comes around with his hood lantern. I thought I heard the door open.
It was me. I was just about to say, is there any sort of heat or any rations going? But
What's up?
I don't know. I thought I heard something as well. Maybe it was just the fucking wind.
Deception check.
Sure.
That's like a guard in Skyrim. Must have been the wind.
Must
He's
have
got
been
like
the
3
wind,
arrows
that's
sticking out of it.
Deception. Hey, +7 to deception. Let's go.
Come on, charisma boy.
That's it's an 18.
18. Maybe.
Math.
This old buildings like these. Well, if you want to come in, I can put a kettle on if you like.
Oh no, I need to keep an eye out. You know what like it is? Just any kind of rations you've got. I forgot to bring mine.
Give me a minute, I'll go get you something.
Perfect. And then as I do that, I'll kick out the floor like beside me or wherever I felt like it went. Like fucking again. Go.
Joel will like punch him in the stomach as he gets up, and then move around him.
That would break invisibility.
Wait, is the guard
Joel
gone?
doesn't know that.
Yeah, Joel doesn't know that. Joel, but like as he's leaving, so he'll like be walking like round Falcoris, like punch him in the stomach and keep running.
No worries. And of course, you see basically Joel slam you in the belly, then run
Fucking
into
little
the
shit.
street. Into the
Oh,
rain,
we gotta
out
go.
the street.
Gotta go.
I'll wait. I'll wait for the guard to come back
Yeah,
with the rations.
Only about 2-3 minutes later, the guard comes back with a plate of oats and biscuits and that sort of stuff. He's like, and I made you a glass of water. I know you probably got some out here enough, but, you know.
Thank you. Hope it's warmer in there. And then I'll take the plate off him, fucking shut the door, and then just eat a biscuit, fucking put the plate aside, and just fucking bolt after.
Bolt down the street. Lavender, do you follow suit? Fantastic. And where are you guys headed?
I'll be heading back towards the Beacon's Blessing, and as I'm running, I'll jump in an alleyway and then change myself back into Falcoris.
Yep, easy enough.
Also heading back there.
Joel?
Yeah, back to Beacon's Blessing.
No worries. So you guys all make it back to the Beacon's Blessing in time. Lavender, I'm assuming you just walk. These guys are running through. Go! Go! And you are just, boys. And just walking through. But you all meet up again inside. Count through. It's been a lovely atmosphere. You've had some lovely chats with some of the locals. Lovely drinks. The fire is roaring and toasty. You know, you're having a great little time. Just a nice chilled out evening. No stresses, no worries. Life is good, man. And all of a sudden, your friends burst through the door, out of the rain. Welcome back to the tavern, guys.
Alright, did you find out any fucking information? Why'd you have to why'd you have to sucker punch me like that? Fucking hell.
Why'd you have to body check me on my way out?
I didn't see you. You were invisible.
That's the point of fucking invisibility.
Yeah, but did I know that you were invisible? No.
No, so you decided to block the only ground level exit.
No, when the door started opening and I didn't see MD, I thought it was a fucking guard, so I started going in the door.
So that means the door opens, it then means someone wants to walk through it. That's how doors work.
I didn't know you had invisibility. Anyways, did you get the fucking
Who else is
information or
gonna
not?
be coming out? Just some random guard going, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna leave my post and walk off into the rain?
Maybe.
No, it will be your two friends who are trying to
What
break
information
into
did
a
you get, Joe?
place. Joel will relay the information.
You relay the information about the Raven Queen and the, more importantly, the final say being the first champion, so on and so forth.
From the sounds of it, it sounds like he has been brought back. Whoever is the fucking necromancers over there, they found it and they reunited him, and that's why Auri has fallen. He's an immortal, undying champion who's already dead.
Well, if we can get his sword off him, or piece of his armor, or his helmet off him, that takes away the pussies. Does that mean he gets soul disappear
But does
again?
it though? He's been put back together. Who's to say taking one away will break it again? Maybe he's completely whole now.
I don't know, Joel. It's worth a try, though, that we've got that information. We can ask
But
the
he's all the
council
way-
when we see them.
He's in Elria.
Yeah, no, he's in all real. Well, fuck, this is a problem. We've got so much shit going on. We've got the witch. We've got the fucking the civil war in the Creed.
The question is, why is he over there? Because from the sounds of it, these Shader Kai are following his cause, I suppose.
No. By the sounds of it, what you told us was that she was distracted by him coming back, and then because she was distracted, that's when this great reclaimer came up.
Yeah, no, but he sounds like this Great Reclaimer sounds like he's spreading a goal that this champion would align with. So,
Maybe.
would that not bring him back to Lorenthal? Maybe
I don't know, Joel. I don't know. We don't have enough information.
spreading the Raven Queen's influence in his own twisted way.
We don't have enough
Regardless.
information.
Yeah. I think once we've dealt with this witch, it's likely that we're going to need to leave Lorenthal.
But we've just promised the fucking civil war with the Creed that will help them with it.
I think the imminent invasion from another realm
Yeah,
kind
but we
of
need the
takes
Creed.
priority.
Yeah, we need the Creed on board, though. The Creed needs to be an ally of ours in that.
If we go after the Creed and leave Alria, more people are going to die over there.
By the sounds of it, they're abandoning Aurea already. We need more information. We'll talk to the council. I'll try and arrange our meeting with the council tomorrow. With my uncle, he's high up in the army, so he should be able to pull some strings. And we can try and see if we can get more information. If not, I'll ask Commander Rocknusk, if he's kicking about, to help us with it.
Well, for the meantime, I'm beat, so wake me when we're doing whatever we're doing.
First and foremost, Joel, in the interest of party transparency, why did we have to steal the hand?
The hand?
Let's not get bogged down with what may have been stolen by who. It's. I'll pull out the little book and I'll.
Can we
DM,
at least figure out
what does
it
the little
does?
book say?
Would you
What
like
is
to
the
read
general-
the book?
What is the general summary of the little book?
So the little book, as you flick through, tells a story.
Oh, no.
Aw. Is it Boblin the Goblin?
No, it's not Boblin the Goblin.
Goblin D's nuts?
It tells the simple story of a husband and a wife
On.
who one day take a distant holiday to the Republic of Tyrir. During their travels, they meet a witch doctor who sells them this hand, this goblin's hand, telling them that it can grant a great many wishes for them. 3 in total. But the husband and wife came from great privilege and didn't think they had that much to wish for. But they bought the hand and took it home as a nice little treat. As they got home, the husband thought he has an idea for the first wish. And he wishes for a simple 500 gold. The last amount of money needed to repay the mortgage to buy his home completely. Nothing happens to his dismay at first, and he seems quite disappointed and cheated. Later that night, he gets a knock on his door, his home door, and it's a local town's guard. And they tell him that his son has been killed in a tavern brawl. And as compensation for the son's death, the tavern is going to pay him 500. And sure enough, he then gets said gold. The wife, the mother, is bereaved and is in a great deal of pain with this. So she begs her husband to make the second wish to bring back their son. Reluctantly, he does. He makes a second wish to bring back the son. But again, immediately nothing happens. Later that night, they hear a knocking and a banging and clawing at their front door. The wife, the mother, runs to it, trying to open the door, but the husband holds her back, fearing what may lie beyond the even her. So silently, he makes his third and final wish. And as she opens the door, there's no one there. The goblin's hand was then surrendered. Yep. Well done. The monkey's hand was then surrendered and has remained at the library since.
Maybe we could make a wish.
No, it said 3 wishes. 3 wishes have been completed.
Yeah, but what if someone owned it before? There might be 3 wishes per person. You don't know how
You
this
read
works.
the story, didn't you?
Okay, what's a wish that cannot possibly be interpreted in a bad way?
Hang on.
No, there's always consequence.
Okay, but what if there wasn't?
Even,
But there is.
But what if
Even
there
if we're
wasn't?
going to be theoretical about this, we need to be as careful as possible. We can't just wish for anything, just in case.
I'll point at a nearby table. I wish that table would
Don't.
disappear.
Fucking
You say you wish for that table to disappear?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the worst
Nothing-
that's going to happen? This place loses a table?
Yeah, and we have to pay for that, Joel.
It's a table. It will confirm that this works, and that means we will have 2 wishes left.
And there could be
potentially
fucking
have 3
consequences.
wishes that you have wasted on a table.
Nothing happens.
That's part of the story. Nothing happens for a while, and then something happens.
Good. I'll see you all in the morning then. And Joel takes the hand up.
I
Joel
will
takes
take
hand.
I will take the hand off Joel. And
Joel
I will
won't
fucking.
contest that.
I will pull
will
out my
fucking-
sword if I have to.
Joel will fight back.
Well,
I've rolled a contested strength check.
Do
Okay.
you want me to Spirit Guardians this place?
I got a
roll
20.
strength check.
I got a 22.
Oh, right. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I could, the best I can do is match it. If I get a natural, and I didn't, that's a 19.
So, Falcoris does manage to wrestle the hand from you, Joel.
And as I get the hand off him, I'll chuck it to Kelegorm.
Let's sleep on this.
Scratch that. I'm going to keep an eye on this table. And Joel will sit at the table.
Okay. As you... What are the rest of you guys doing at this point then? So,
Oh, I'm gonna head to bed.
I don't know what Calthea and Lavender are doing.
At the exact moment, nothing. Not just yet.
no worries. Well, as those of you who wish to go to bed do, the night draws on, and eventually the tavern begins to die down. Patron, my one, begins to trickle off. And it gets, midnight, 1 in the morning. There. And you feel, again, after a busy day, you can start to feel the wane of sleep begin to hit your mind. Count here?
I want to wait an adequate amount of time, I think. And then once I figure that everybody would be asleep, I would like to test out the theory I have about projecting somebody's conscience while they're asleep.
Okay.
I would like to test it on. I would like to see if I can kind of wrestle my way inside of Falcoris's dreams.
Okay.
You don't want to be near my dreams, buddy. I'm just saying.
Shouldn't you be wrestling your way into your boyfriend's dreams? Or are you already there?
Even test object, you know.
Are you already there?
Okay, so how does that work then, Counthier? Do tell.
I figured it would be a sort of essentially like. Oh, funny. This is where I thought you would have a thing for it. Fair enough. More of sort of, I'd build the space, like envision the space of basically back home, but it's a bit more like an open sort of plain.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could have some height to it, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And once I've envisioned it, I then want to kind of project that onto his conscience, I suppose,
She's trying to make him
and see if I can,
that.
see if I can force both of them to sort of merge together.
Okay. Falcoris, what are you dreaming tonight?
That's up to you. Remember, for course, that's PTS fucking D.
I know, but this is tonight is a restful night. You've had a good day. You've had family and friends. You feel safe and secure. Falcoris normally dream about that.
Let me roll. Let me see. So Falcoris is probably dreaming of maybe a time that he was with a Mirage unit. Probably something that during a time that was like raining like this heavy, and we're out on the road, and they're kind of at the campfire, and they've built like a kind of a shelter for the campfire, so the rain kind of falls off it, so they can all still sit. And everybody's kind of sitting around the campfire. City is really like distraught about the rain. She fucking hates the rain coming down. She's like, I'm going back to the tent. She goes back to her tent. The rest of us are all there. The two knuckleheads, they're like drinking, loving the rain, playing around in it, splashing the puddles and that. Trying to see who else would have been there. Amar's probably just like looking at the two of them like, oh, whatever, and then praying to his god and just, you know, dealing with that side of things. We've got Fen's probably looking after Silvery at the moment. You do the small Silvery, a baby Silvery as such.
The little plump feathers still hasn't got his adult feathers quite yet.
And Ad's probably not enjoying the rain either. Not as much, you know. He's probably not as, you know, distraught about it, but he's just like, ugh, I need to deal with it here in the morning and all this kind of stuff. So he goes to his tent. And Kel's, she's just enjoying the rain. She's like in a somber moment as such. And then me and Joe is just kind of sitting next to each other. I'm just quizzing her about her many books that she's got. Like, and she's just trying to explain stuff to me, and I'm like, and Falcoris is like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So tell me again, how does that work? And then just playing this out as the rain's pouring down.
Yeah. And it's as you're having these conversations in your dream with Joe, and you know this trip down fictional memory lane, that you don't even notice the rain begin to freeze over and turn to snow. You don't notice that the tundra becomes around you. You look up and see a tundra of ice and snow, a large mountain in the peaks behind you. And like I say, what was rain and forest is now given way to snow and tundra.
Joe, is that something to do with your books?
Don't think so. It's lovely place though. Cold.
What the
and
fuck
Count Theory, you feel the takeover has happened.
I didn't think I'd get this far, I'll be honest.
It's taken effort on your half to do it. You know, it's not an easy thing that you can just do on a whim. This is, you know, taking a toll. But you can tell that you can't see a visible reaction from Falcoris if you're in this room with him, leaning over his bed like a creep. There's no visible reaction.
What does Calthier see though?
That's a good point, actually. Who do I see?
You'd be looking probably through Falcoris's eyes right now.
Interesting. Okay.
So you see, and you're surrounding a campfire with people that you've never met before.
And
you know what I'm gonna do?
You'll notice that Falcoris, even though he's talking to this person beside him, he is constantly watching his surroundings. He's constantly eyes are going up and watching everything.
Calanthier is gonna growl. Very like a deep growl.
Mm-hmm.
Just in his head, you know.
Yeah.
And see what happens, basically.
Falcoris growls. Nowhere near as bestial as what Leonin can do, but know.
You're in Valcoris' dreams, not Kelegorm's.
But we'll put a pin in this for just 2 seconds if you don't. Kelegorm and Lavender, I'm guessing, are going to Joel. Again, sleep is begins to take over in your head. Are you going to retire for bed, or are you?
As the table moved,
No.
then neither has Joel.
Oh no.
Well, here's a question: are you going to stay here, or are you going to stay awake, or are you going to sleep down here? Or...
Joel will probably be like napping off, like
Okay.
sort of got his like chair up against the walls. We can like watch the table,
Okay.
and just like occasionally stealing, like, you know, napping for a little bit and then waking, keeping an eye on it, and then that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just watching that fucking table.
Okay. As you guys are Canthia, you're in Falcoris' dreams. Falcoris, you are asleep, having this dream influenced by Canthia. Lavender and Kelegorm, sleep has taken over, and again, Joel, you're stealing naps. At one point, you all awake to a smell. And that is the smell of smoke. And that is what ends tonight's episode.
Oh, whoops. Oh, dear.
That is the fucking Pinker's
I was
Blizzard!
gonna say it's gonna be fucking burning down. You're gonna make it burn down.
That is the end of tonight's episode.
I might have burned down
Oh, you
the
definitely
Beacon's
have.
blessing.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, Falcoris is not gonna be happy, boy.
Joel made a bit of a fucky wucky there.
Well, lessons are going to be learned next session, I think.
So Joel
guess-
is wanted for cannibalism and arson now.
You're gonna need another pardon. Petty theft as
pardon.
well.
So yeah, so we got B&E, petty theft, assault,
Arson.
cannibalism, torture, arson.
I mean, torture was in the name of the king. You're fine.
Yeah, like, to be fair, your previous crimes have been... You got an exemption.
I'm just going
for
through
those.
Joel's rap sheet here. Like,
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
murder, that's probably on there, let's be honest. Animal cruelty for killing the cocktrees.
You're literally about to murder Falcoris' family.
I'm about to burn down the tavern while everyone's asleep in it.
Ah, Jesus Christ, man.
Well, like I say, we'll see what happens with the next episode with that one there, so get ready for that one, guys.
Yeah, at
but
least
again,
the table's not there anymore. We've established a precedent. We've established a precedent.
The wish
Hand
works.
The wish. We have 2 more wishes, boys.
As
Well-
if Joel's fucking alive to see it.
Right, I'll start writing my second character, shall I?
we'll end tonight's episode
Ibuprofen.
there, so I just want to take a second to say thank you to everyone in chat for coming along. Again, Mr. Andy, is there anything you have to say about announcements or anything else?
Not just quite a few people. I realised I forgot to announce people out that followed. I can't remember exactly how long ago it was. I think we got to Uganda Knuckles Warrior, which is a great name.
Yeah.
Night Mad Dragon also followed. The Wild Yegg followed. Then we had raids from Scarlet Quinn, Hannibal Kitty, and Mental Defenestration. So thank you guys for the raids. Anybody that came from their communities, welcome on in. Hope you hit the follow button to catch us doing Shadows with Fear on Fridays, World of Erzia on Sundays, except not this Sunday, unfortunately. And then soon Scar will be debuting his Elder Scrolls campaign soon.
I
So
can't
keep
wait
an
for that, man.
yeah, Discord and Linktree already in the chat. Thank you, Ghost. So check out those links to get the information on that, because we'll be announcing it obviously over our socials and everything. But otherwise, Elton Frosted Blue, you also followed as well. I just seen that, sorry. So welcome on in. Glad you're all here, and yeah, pick up on shenanigans next week where there's going to be PvP. Yeah.